and welcome in to this special Monday edition of NFL Daily. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us as we are live for Super Wildcard Weekend. Back-to-back games to end your holiday weekend, as we'll have the Bills and Steelers. And then later on tonight, Tom Downey and company going to be live here for the Eagles and the Buccaneers. Thanks for spending your Martin Luther King Day with us as we catch you down to kickoff less than 15 minutes away from this one, from a very cold, frozen tundra in Buffalo. Tracy Ryan will join me in a moment. Shout out your city. We'll shout you out as we're on the air, ready to roll here on NFL Daily this afternoon. Glad to be here with you and having a little extra football. This game originally was supposed to be played yesterday, but due to the snow conditions, they ultimately said it was best to move this game to today. The stands are filled with plenty of snow, but they will still go forward with this football game today. So, nonetheless, shout out your city. We'll shout you out as we're on the air and ready to roll. Time in the Buckeye, you could have guessed it, in Ohio. Ken in Tacoma, Washington. Christopher in Porterville, California. I got Tom in Palo Verde, California. John Wayne is actually in my hometown. This is crazy. Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. John Wayne.
Let's go!
Good to see you in the BA in my hometown. Love it. King is in York, Pennsylvania. Good to see you, King. Where are you guys at? Shout out your city. Let us know where you're at, and we'll shout you out as we get rolling here today. The matchup, Steelers and Bills on tap, coming up in just a bit. And a couple things I'm watching for this matchup today. Number one, who's going to run the football better? In these conditions, you have to run the football well. There's no ifs, there's no ands, there's no buts about it. And James Cook, this is a legacy game for him. He has got to step up for this Buffalo Bills team. The Steelers, I know there was question marks about Najee Harris throughout the season, but he's played a lot better as of late. Jalen Warren's been really good as well. The Steelers are going to do everything they can to run the football. And then, besides just running the football, who can take care of said football? That's what I'm looking at as well. On the turnover front, we know Josh Allen has been turnover prone at times. And can he take care of the football and avoid those costly interceptions? Can Mason Rudolph, excuse me, folks. Oh,
bless you.
That's a first. I'm fine though. Sorry, folks. Live show. Just got to keep on rolling here. Can Mason Rudolph take care of the football and do what he needs to do as a backup quarterback? Is he going to play like a backup quarterback, or is he going to look like a really good quarterback today? Those are my keys, what I'm watching for specifically. Trizzy Trace in the house here with me, hanging out today here on the channel. Trizzy, always a pleasure when you and I get to work together. Been a long time since we've done a watch party.
Yes.
This is, I think, going to be a better game than what the experts think. They say Pittsburgh by 10. I think we're going to have a pretty good game today. What say you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be a tough game to score a lot of points because of those aforementioned conditions for the weather. I mean, it's a tough field to play on. It's going to be icy. It's going to be windy. It's going to be chilly. So I think that it's going to be a tough game to pass the ball. So expect a lot of running the ball. Like you said, I think it's going to come down to who runs the ball better. I do think it could also come down to, who has the ball last. Mason Rudolph maybe gets bailed out by the weather and doesn't have to throw the ball too much.
He's been clutch as a player.
He has been good. The Oklahoma State Cowboy has been good.
He has. Pistols firing. He and along with his fellow Cowboy, Jalen Warren, in that backfield there. Who do you got? Bills or Steelers? Type B for Bills, S for Steelers. Now, I'll say this much: we're going to be neutral today. We're rooting for a good game more than anything else on the channel today, me and Trizzy. But that will not refrain me from making a prediction. I am going with the Bills. I think it's a low-scoring game, though. I got the Bills 17-13. I don't think that there's going to be a ton of points. If this were in a dome, totally different game. Both these teams do have high-powered offenses. The Pittsburgh specifically in the last few games, not for the season as a whole. I think about a 17-13 game is what we're looking at with Buffalo getting it done. Tristy, what's your pick? Who do you like? What's the final?
I'm taking Bills to win, and I'm going to go 13-6.
Ooh.
I think it might be
That's a gritty game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, gritting your teeth together. Might get ugly, might get scrappy, but it's going to be some football.
Time in the Buckeye says Buffalo. Phil says Buffalo. Tom says Buffalo. Dom says Buffalo. Tie-Man says Buffalo. Jason says Buffalo. Skull says Buffalo. Phil says the Lions. They already won, Phil. Chuck says Steelers. Ken says Buffalo. Tie-Man going with a Buffalo. I see Kevin's got the Bills 24-14. Let's see. Gaming Wizard says Bills. Christopher says Steelers. Michael says Bills. Bob says Pittsburgh. Before we go any further in today's show, let's tell you about today's sponsor. That is PrizePicks. PrizePicks, the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. You choose 2 or more players in any given category. You get the choice of more or less, whether you're talking fantasy points, passing yards, receiving yards. You can mix and match different leagues, the NFL, the NBA, NHL, and more. And today, we are rolling with Trizzy. With Trizzy's picks today. Trizzy, what do you got today? What do we got? How confident are we feeling with these?
I'm feeling really, really good about this one. So Jaylen Warren, I'm taking the more on his rushing yards, and actually PrizePicks is running this deal where they're cutting some of his yards off. You get it like 30% off of his yards. So it's going to be easier for him to get that. Now, Josh Allen, 226.5 passing yards. I don't think that's happening, so I'm taking the less on there. And guys, you can follow my picks. You can tail my picks. Whatever you do, just do it with PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, plug in that promo code, or click the link in the live chat right now, and you guys can get started with a $100 deposit match. Tyler, I mean, PrizePicks rules, dude. Don't you love it?
Oh, I love PrizePicks.
PrizePicks rules,
and Trizzy's picks has never failed.
No.
On NFL Daily. And it won't fail you today. Play along with us. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS. The link in the comments and description of today's video. Also, going in the chat right now. PrizePicks, proud partner of NFL Daily by Chat Sports. All right, what are you eating today? I know a lot of you got the day off or at home getting to watch this game. Others still at work trying to sneak in some time to catch this game and get a little meal in. What are you eating today? We in the office had one of my favorite meals that we have around here, and that was Chipotle. I got me a big old burrito, steak burrito, queso, guac, salsa, rice. I got everything I wanted out of my Chipotle. So I'm feeling pretty good after eating that Chipotle today. What are you guys eating? What is the game day meal of choice for this Steelers-Bills matchup? I know Bills fans, you got to be going Buffalo wings. That seems like an obvious one. Steeler fans, I know you guys got that Roethlisberger up there if you still claim Big Ben. What are you eating today here as we're getting ready for kickoff? Want to see what the chat's saying. Tom says pintos and fried taters. I got Phil saying a snowblower broke with 24 inches of new snow in the driveway. Well, you can make some good snow ice cream, I guess, with that. Let's see. We got Michael saying barbecue chicken, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. Bob's having beer. Can't go wrong with some beer. We're going to crack open some cold ones here in just a bit. Let's see. Skull says a hi. Hi. Rin Schreifer says nothing. I'm working. Tie-Man, the Buckeye, having some cookies. Can't go wrong with some cookies either. What are you eating? What is your game day snack of choice? Let us know in the chat what you are enjoying today. And here's $1 million question, by the way. For all you Buffalo people that are enjoying some wings, are you going with ranch or are you going with the blue cheese? R for ranch, BC for blue cheese. Very interesting discussion. We actually had this the other day, Trizzy, and here's my opinion on this. Okay? I don't mind blue cheese. Blue cheese is fine, but you never take blue cheese over ranch. If blue cheese is the option that's offered, I won't say no.
Absolutely.
That's better than nothing. But you can never take blue cheese over ranch.
I think that it's one of those great debates like North versus South. I think the South, people from the South typically take ranch, where people from the North typically take blue cheese.
Yes.
But I'm with you. Ranch is the best condiment you can dip anything in.
Yes.
Or you can put on anything. But I will say this. There is good ranch and there's bad ranch. If you have really good ranch, like homemade ranch, that's hard to beat.
Oh, yeah.
But if you have that Hidden Valley crap, no. I'm not a Hidden Valley guy. I'm a homemade. If I'm at a restaurant, I want that shit homemade. I want it to be drippy. I want it to be delicious. But if I can have homemade blue cheese too, that's hard to pass up.
So far, looking at the chat, I only see 2 people saying blue cheese.
I see a lot of ranch.
A lot of ranch in that chat. Titan Speaker Man, we hear you loud and clear saying ranch. Time in the Buckeye says ranch. Tom says spicy aioli. Christopher says blue cheese. Let's see, checking in. Who else? Yeah, a lot of ranch in the chat.
I'm going to check with our Bills channel. Nobody's let us know yet on the Bills channel what they like. So that's interesting. That's interesting.
While we get this game going, I'm going to open up my first drink. Trace, help yourself. We got plenty of happy dads today.
Here, I'll make a deal. When we get to 50 likes, we're at 32 right now on the main channel. If we get to 50 likes, I'm going to have a beer as well.
Okay.
We have to get to 50.
Buy Trace a beer. Like the video.
Who wants to be the MVP and get Trizzy a beer?
Who wants to buy Trizzy a beer? We need 17 likes to get Trizzy a beer. I got a Happy Dad hard seltzer in hand. I'm drinking, but I want to drink with Trace. I can't drink alone. Trace and I need to have a good time together. 14 more likes, and you can buy Trizzy a beer. Doesn't cost you a thing. We haven't even got to the Super Chat menu yet. Y'all can just help Trace out, get him a little drink by simply liking the video, and we'd certainly appreciate it. 12 more likes away from getting to 50. We're not going any further in today's show until we get our 12 likes so we can get Trizzy that drink. Want to make sure you subscribe, though. We are live here on our Chat Sports channel. We're also simulcasting on our Bills channel. And for Bills fans, pretty simple. The more subs we get, the more we could potentially bring you some content on that Bills channel. Could be a big day, potentially, for that Bills channel. So, Bills fans, highly encourage you to subscribe. Also, subscribe to NFL Daily. Trying to get to 352,000 subscribers today. I believe we're about 300 subs away from reaching that next milestone. We're covering the NFL. We're talking college football, the NBA, and more. This is the place to be for all the latest happenings in sports. Subscribe now. News and rumors, live shows, Q&A, mailbags, watch parties, and more. We got you covered
and
right
it's
here.
Free!
Free.
It's all free. There's a lot of things in this world that aren't free, but subscribing to Chat Sports is free.
Freedom is not free.
But subscribing is.
Yes.
And we are also just 2 minutes ahead of kickoff, so I need everyone to get loud in the comment section.
Spam me. I want to see as many me's in the chat as we
Let's
can.
go. Let's
I'm going to have Trizzy shout everybody out that spams me. I want to see as many over this next minute before kickoff.
Louder. Phil's ready.
I'm going to put it in the chat right now, and don't put more. You cannot lose to me.
You can't lose to Tyler. King of Force, Danny Fins fan, Ty Man, Tony Fuentes, Mike Honcho, Quint65, King of Force, Michael Catanzaro, Phil, King of Force, Michael, Ty Man, Quint, Tony, Ken Dowslin, King of Force, Titan, Ken, Michael, King, Michael, Ken, Tyman, Titan, Michael, Ken, King. Come on.
Keep going.
Get loud.
Keep going.
Ayo!
Phil with our first Super Chat. We haven't got to the menu yet.
First Super Chat of the day.
Phil coming in with a $5 Super Chat. Bang.
Phil.
Turn those me's into Phils.
Type Phil.
Phil, with that $5 Super Chat, that's a good transition to our Super Chat menu. Because a $5 Super Chat, we get to talk about your team. Phil, I don't care if you're a Bills or Steelers fan, or if you're a Falcons fan, maybe a Sea Dragons fan. I don't care. Let me know who your team is, and Trizzy and I will talk about that team. Phil, get in that chat. Let me know who it is, and we'll talk about them here in just a bit. Any Super Chat today gets you a shout-out. $5 will talk about your team. $10 will give you a beer cheers. $20, we're taking shots. I got a whole bottle of Fireball ready to go. And then for every $50 Super Chat, we will do a beer bong. Here is the beer bong in old glory right here. And we'll take these down.
We also have a freedom funnel.
Yes.
I could get the freedom funnel going.
We can. MLK loved freedom.
He loved freedom.
So, Phil, let me know in the chat what team you want us to talk about, who your team is, and we'll gladly talk about them for that $5 Super Chat. You and anybody else that sends in a $5 Super Chat today, we will take a moment to talk about your team. All right, Phil is a Lions fan.
Ooh.
Phil, let's talk about the Lions. Trace, we watched that game last night. They looked really good.
A lot of fun.
You know, some people are going to say, you know, they barely beat the 7 seed and all this. But I say, look, first playoff game, emotional night, Stafford coming back and all that. I think that builds a lot of momentum. I like their chances to get a win next week as well and get to that conference championship game.
Absolutely. Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn have done incredible things Former Saints legends, by the way. I'm a Saints fan. The Rams were red hot, too. Phil, great point. They were red hot. So that was a hard game to win. They're a hard team to beat. I will say it's funny that the Rams lost on a no call. Just gonna, if there's any Rams fans in the chat, get over it. Quote, get over it. That's what I was told a few years ago. But, I think that the Lions are a very good team. Hot take, could they find themselves in the NFC Championship?
I think they will.
Who knows?
Well, they're going to get to host a divisional game this upcoming week.
Yep.
So with
That's
the
big
Cowboys
for them.
losing. So,
That's big for them. They get to host another.
You win at home, you're in the conference championship.
The atmosphere at Ford Field was also so electric. They were loud.
Yes, it was. Predict the score, Bills and Steelers. My prediction, I got Bills 17-13. Trizzy's got even lower scoring than that.
13-6, baby. Bills on top.
Get your predictions in now. I'm going to actually turn up the TV so I can hear this a little bit better.
I see Rodney saying 24-17 Steelers. Christopher says 17-6. Kevin, 24-14 Bills. 42-17 Bills from Michael. 48-3 to Bills.
They did clear the snow off the field.
Good.
But there's still plenty of snow in the stands.
It's got to be so cold right now.
Oh, it's brutal. Yeah.
It says the game time weather, 15 degrees at the Bill Stadium.
Warmer there than it was in Kansas City the other night.
Yep.
All right, we're just about ready. Bills and Steelers on a Monday afternoon, and we're underway from Buffalo. Squib kick fielded at the 10. I believe that's Jalen Warren. Gets out to about the 27-yard. Still going. Down at the 30. That is where we'll see the Pittsburgh Steelers offense for the first time today. I need one more like to get Trizzy a drink, by the way. We're at 49 right now.
Come on, help a brother out.
Like the video.
Help a brother out.
Let Trizzy have a drink. Like the video here, folks. Who you got? Bills or Steelers? Type B for Bills, S for Steelers. Bang, there's 50 likes. There's a drink for Trizzy.
Hell yeah.
And we can get this going. We see Mason Rudolph and the Steelers offense for the first time today, as they'll have 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line, 14:50 to go in the first quarter. And it's going to be a toss play. Najee Harris on the carry. And he is going to get about 2, maybe 3 yards on first down. Ed Oliver with the tackle. Tracy, Ed Oliver, that's a guy that had a breakout season this year. There was a lot of expectation, him coming out, top 10 pick and all. Started his career a little slow. This has been a big year from him. I think we're going to call his name a lot today.
I'm hoping we do. Ed Oliver's a very talented football player, man.
If you're excited for the Super Bowl, like the video. Going to be here before we know it. We're going to be live for every single playoff game here on Chat Sports' NFL Daily, including Super Bowl 58. 2nd and 8 for Pittsburgh. Rudolph, play action, pass, complete. And that's a first down and more. Still going. A good gain there. Jalen Warren on the reception. And that's a first down for Pittsburgh. Type those ones.
Needed that to be a carry for the prize picks, but hey, we'll take it. Keep the drive alive.
Simple pass play that time from Rudolph. Just a dink and dump and found a lane open for Warren that time.
Yeah, good stuff by Rudolph. I'm interested to see how the pass protection for Pittsburgh holds up.
Yes. 1st and 10, ball to 46. And Harris on the carry gets a few yards that time on first down. Steelers to midfield now.
Do you think that they eventually move on from Najee and let Jalen Warren take full RB1?
Yeah, I don't think that we're going to see Najee Harris's contract renewed. I think that they'll let him walk when his contract's up. Jalen Warren will take that spot.
That doesn't mean that Najee couldn't come back. He could go test free agency and say, no, I'm going back to Pittsburgh. Could happen, but
I mean, you have to have 2 backs in today's NFL anyway. 2nd and 8. I think your Saints were kind of the trendsetters of having 2 backs with the Juice McAllister, Reggie Bush days.
Yeah, but you get boom and zoom, and then they did it again with Pierre Thomas, Reggie Bush, and then they did it again with Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram.
Yeah.
Now they're doing it Alvin Kamara, Jamal Williams. Not as successful this year, but still. Ooh, super chat.
Yeah, pass batted away, incomplete that time. Sean with a $5 super chat. Bang, 3rd and 8. Type those threes. I'll read Sean's super chat here Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, 5 Super Bowl wins. Tank can draft a quarterback in the first round. That's the road to the Super Bowl for Dallas. Every $5 Super Chat today, we'll talk about your team. So, Sean, I assume, is a Cowboys fan. We'll get to the Cowboys here in just a second. Let's call this play. Rudolph takes the snap. Pass. Too far. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Turn those 3s into 4s. Type those 4s. 4th down. Bills get the stop. They'll get the football. All right. Now, as far as the Cowboys go, Sean Super Chat here. Disappointing loss. No question about it. And, you know, Trizzy, you and I, we grew up around a lot of Cowboys fans.
Yes.
We are not Cowboys fans ourselves. But what was different about this loss in the postseason compared to others in the past, this isn't Jerry Jones' fault.
No.
Jerry put together a fantastic roster, one of the best rosters in football. That was a team that had the roster to go to the Super Bowl. Coaching held them back. They weren't prepared. Coaching is the reason why they lost. I don't even blame Dak necessarily. I know Dak didn't play great, but to me, I look at whether it's Belichick or whoever it needs to be, the path to the Super Bowl next year can still be there with Dak, but they got to change coaches.
They have to get a new coach. My hot take, I think Belichick's a Cowboy. I think
he is too.
He was going to be a Falcon, but I think he's going to be a Cowboy. I mean, it just makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Like, I know that Jerry likes to have control and Bill likes to have control, but they both won a Super Bowl. And I think that they'll both come to an agreement and be like, all right, let's go win this damn thing.
And if there's anybody that can take some control away from Jerry, or at least get him to listen, I would think Bill Belichick would have that ability.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
To an extent. If anyone can, it would be Belichick. We'll see.
You want to knock PrizePicks out for this quarter?
Let's do that. 12:35 to go in the first quarter, no score. Bills about to get the football back while they're in commercial break. Let's take time to tell you about today's sponsor. That is PrizePicks. PrizePicks, the place to go for daily fantasy, made easy. Here's how it works. You choose 2 or more players in any given category, and you get the choice of more or less, whether you're talking fantasy points, passing yards, rushing yards, receiving yards, and more. You can mix and match different leagues, the NFL, the NBA, NHL, and more. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS. You can get a $100 deposit match on your first entry when you use the promo code CLNS. The link is going in the chat right now. And we got Trizzy's picks today. Trizzy, you like Jaylen Warren to have more than 23.5 rushing yards, Josh Allen to have less than 226.5 passing yards. Tell me why.
Well, interesting note I saw on the broadcast, Jaylen Warren had the 2nd most yards per carry in the NFL during the regular season behind Christian McCaffrey. I also like that PrizePicks took a percentage of the yards off and made it a little bit easier. It was originally at around 30.5 yards, but now it's 23.5. So that cut the price down, makes it easier to win. So I had to take that pick. But guys, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, click the code, or you click the link in the live chat or in the comments section description. Use the code CLNS. $100 deposit match. Hard to beat that, Tyler.
Absolutely. Absolutely. PrizePicks, glad to have them on board here on NFL Daily by Chat Sports. First quarter in Buffalo, the Bills about to get the football back as we will see Josh Allen and the Bills offense for the very first time today. I know some of you are working, aren't getting to see this game, but just to kind of give a little perspective for the folks out there, Trizzy, the conditions in Buffalo so much better than they were a day ago. It's still a full house there crowd-wise. Snow is off the field. It is not snowing currently. There's snow in the stands, but much better environment for playing conditions compared to what have been yesterday.
Absolutely.
1st and 10. Josh Allen, first pass, complete. And that's going to be about a 5-yard gain on first down for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, 44 touchdowns this season, led the National Football League in total touchdowns. 4-4 career postseason record. The Bills, they haven't had any problem the last few years in the wild card round. It's the divisional round that's bit their ass. We'll see what happens today. 2nd and 5. There's a run. And that is Cook on the carry. He gets about 4 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Type those 3s.
It's 3rd down. Type those 3s.
Under 12 to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 1 for Buffalo. And they go with the tush push. Did it work, though? I think he got there.
It looks like they may have gave it to him. They're going to get it.
And they do. First down, Buffalo. Type those ones. So a first down for the Bills. They keep the drive alive, get their first down of the afternoon. On their first possession. 11 minutes to go in the quarter. No score yet. Bills with the football. They're driving. Ball to 31. Play action. Allen steps back. Pass. Foul wide open. Complete. First down, Buffalo. Type those ones.
What a catch by Kincaid.
Dalton Kincaid with a big-time grab. And that will keep the chains moving.
20-yard reception there.
I like what Buffalo has in this tight end combination of Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid.
Oh, it's incredible. They are a nasty duo. Both are great pass catchers. Both are dynamic. Kincaid is also really developing well.
Yeah. They might be the best tight end combo we've seen in the league since Gronk and Aaron Hernandez.
Kincaid has the rookie tight end reception record right now, which is pretty cool.
Diggs with a catch, and he's got a first down. Keep on typing the ones. Buffalo Bills moving the football.
Let's go, Bills! Let me know, who y'all rooting for? Bills or Steelers?
What do you guys got? Type B for Buffalo. P for Pittsburgh. Let us know who you got in the chat. Who you are rooting for today. 1st and 10. And Cook on the carry. Positive gain there. Gets about 5 yards on first down. Second down coming up. Pittsburgh without T.J. Watt today. Second in the league when it comes to sack percentage. Going to be a big adjustment for this Steelers team to see who picks up the load without their star pass rusher.
Yep.
2nd and 6 now coming up for the Bills. Ball to 36, 4 wide. Allen takes the snap. Pass complete. And that's Diggs again. He's got a first down, Buffalo. Type those ones.
Let's go! Bills are driving, man.
Yeah, they are. You know, with this being a holiday, if the ratings are good here, I wouldn't be shocked if the future this Monday continues to be a double.
Yeah, I could see them possibly doing this. I kind of like it, too.
I do, too.
I kind of like it. I'm going to be honest.
Spread it out.
Yeah.
2 games each day for 3 days. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. And another run by Cook. He's got a first down and more. Still going. Down to the 12-yard line. First down, Bills. Type those ones inside the PrizePicks red zone. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS for a $100 deposit match. I like the balance the Bills are showing in the run and pass game right now.
I may have been wrong. My PrizePicks may be wrong here on Josh Allen's passing yards. He's already at 47 yards on the first drive.
1st and 10 for the Bills at the 12. 7:45 to play in the first. Cook takes the carry. And he's going to get about 2, maybe 3 yards on first down. Second down coming up.
If you're a Bills fan and you want the Bills to win, I need you to like the video. Hit that thumbs up, like the video. Over 200 people watching. We need a few more likes, though.
We're at 62 likes right now. When we get to 100, I'm taking a shot. But we need 38 more likes to get there. We'll take our first shot of the day when we get there. Like the video, do your part. 37 away. 2nd and 7. Allen, play action. Go to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox for 6, and the Bills strike first.
Here we go.
Spam TD in the chat. Show us those TDs as the Bills are on the board. 6th career postseason touchdown for Dawson Knox, and Buffalo strikes first. They're throwing snow in the stands to celebrate the score. Wide open back corner. Easy. Easy peasy, Buffalo sauce squeezy. 10 plays, 80 yards in 5 minutes and 33 seconds for Buffalo. Extra point attempt is up and good. 7-0. Bills lead. 7:02 to go in the first quarter. Sum it up. We are live on our Chat Sports main channel, NFL Daily, as we bring you daily NFL coverage. News and rumors, live for every single playoff game, Q&A mailbags, and more. If you love the National Football League, this is the channel for you. Spend the wheel of subs. Make this number go up. More subs means more content. Keep it locked in. And Trizzy, we got a crazy offseason ahead, not only with covering the playoffs, but with everything going on, coaching changes, trades, free agency, draft. We're going to have it all on lockdown here on the NFL Daily.
I mean, if you haven't subscribed to NFL Daily, I just want to say I'm sorry because you're not going to be informed. You're not going to be up to date. You're not going to stay in the know. I mean, we get content and we get coverage out before ESPN does.
Yeah.
I mean, what more could you want? It's immediate. Rodney, do you think Mike Tomlin's coming back?
I think so.
I think so as well. I don't know why they would move on.
If they had missed the playoffs, I think that would have been a discussion. But with them firmly in the postseason, I would be shocked. I'd be shocked if Tomlin's not back.
Brandon Schilling says he's cheering for the Bills because the Saints didn't make it. What's up, Brandon?
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon, man. There's a sub.
There we go. Who's going to join?
Who wants to join our squad and join our family?
The 351,720 strong. Who's going to join? Sub right now for free. Doesn't cost you a thing.
Trust us. You want to be a part of our squad.
You do.
It's an elite membership. It's an elite family.
Yes.
Trust me.
All right. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bills lead 7-0. They're about to kick off as the Steelers will get the football in just a matter of moments for their second drive of the game. What game day food are you eating? Trizzy, we had some pretty good Chipotle for lunch today.
We did. I got a chicken bowl,
Okay.
and then I got some chips with it. It was delicious. But earlier you were talking about wings, and now I feel like I have to get wings for dinner.
Oh, I need some wings.
Like, I need wings.
Are you a B-Dubs or Wingstop guy?
Wingstop over B-Dubs.
Me too.
I like B-Dubs' atmosphere,
Yes.
but I think Wingstop's food is better. And the ranch. We're talking about good ranch. They have good ranch.
Yeah. B-Dubs, I love the atmosphere. Can't go wrong with that. The Wingstop, I feel like they put more time in it, more quality.
It's made with love.
Yes.
They make it with love. B-Dubs they're just cranking them out.
They're just cranking them. Game day food, what are you guys eating? Mars Mayflower's eating a chicken shawarma. Time in the Buckeyes got cookies. What else you guys eating? Let us know in the chat. Kickoff out of the end zone for a touchback. Steelers will get the football 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Their second possession of the game, trailing 7-0. What are you guys eating here? Ron's got some pizza. Quint65 got some pasta. Good stuff there. Let's see. Plays says I'm eating
Cavatappi?
cavatappi. I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
Plays, explain. What is cavatappi? I'm not as cultured, I guess, as you. Here we go. 1st and 10, ball to 25. Pittsburgh with the football. 1st and 10. Harris on the carry, and he's going to get about 3 yards on 1st down. Michael's got barbecue chicken, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. That sounds like quite the meal. I can take it.
What would you say about the Packers versus Cowboys game? The Cowboys stink. They have never in my 25 years of life won a meaningful football game. Can't say I'm surprised. Jordan Love and Aaron Jones looked really good too.
Yeah. 2nd and 7. And going to be another run to Harris, and he's going to get a couple yards. 3rd down coming up. Type those threes.
Ooh. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
If you want to stop, type 3. And if you want the Steelers to convert, type 3.
The more threes you type, the more likely the outcome you want will happen. Rodney, who's Madison? I don't know who Madison is. 3rd and 5. Do you mean Mason Rudolph? 3rd and 5 for Pittsburgh. Single back. Shotgun formation, 4 wide. Rudolph. Pass. Incomplete. Steelers go 3 and out. That'll bring up 4th down, and Pittsburgh will punt it away. Type those fours.
That wasn't going anywhere, man.
No.
Yeah, we might see Mason Rudolph masterclass of not how to play football in the playoffs.
Yeah, I wonder if Kenny Pickett is potentially available today. 4th and 5, Steelers on to punt.
Or Mitch Trubisky.
Oh, God. I mean, I'll say
lucky bounce.
I'll say this about Mitch Trubisky. I mean, he may know about kissing titties. He doesn't know anything about playing football.
No, not at all.
All right. Who is the best team in the NFL right now as we're wrapping up Super Wildcard Weekend? Got the divisional round coming up next week. The 1 seeds are the Ravens and the 49ers. But, Trizzy, saw some teams impress, make some noise this past week. The Lions, the Packers, the Texans, the Chiefs. Who in your eyes is the best team right now? I lean towards Baltimore, but I feel like that Kansas City team caught my attention with that defense. If they can let their defense carry them like that, Kansas City, as the defending Super Bowl champ, still have to be in the conversation.
Absolutely. I think you can never count out Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. They always have to be considered in the conversation. That being said, just because I like the Ravens too, but just to be different, I'm going to say the Niners. I think they have a very good roster. They're a very complete roster. The only problem with them is depth. And if they get some guys hurt, they're going to look like the Eagles, and the Eagles stink.
I like the Bucs tonight.
You like the Bucs tonight? I
do.
like the Bucs tonight too.
I like the Bucs.
I don't want the Bucs to win, but I think they're going to win.
Well,
I can't stand Tampa Bay, man. Not the city, just the team.
Oh, yeah. Use the Saints guy, rightfully so.
Can't stand that team.
I'm as we got bots in the chat, type B to block the bots. I'm a Baker Mayfield loyalist, so I will be rooting on Baker and hopefully get his 2nd career playoff win tonight.
Dude, I gotta say, I'm a huge, huge fan of Baker Mayfield. Like, he has just really, really just been good, man.
He's the odds.
He's a football guy. He just wants to play football, man. Doesn't matter where, doesn't matter when, doesn't matter how. Just let him go game. Let him play.
I mean, every time you count him out, he bounces right back. Yeah. Every single time. Hard not to like Baker Mayfield. Who's the best team in the league right now? Steve says the Ravens. King of Four says the Niners. Rodney says, hate to say it, Niners. Michael says the Niners. Wasteland says, let's go Buffalo. Got Titan says, best in the NFL team is the Ravens. Time Man the Buckeye says, go Browns. Jordan says, go Bills. We got Royal Paxton Place says, I'm a Browns fan, but I'm going for the Texans. Christopher says, I'm going Tampa Bay. Michael says, imagine if Houston takes out everyone in the AFC.
That would be wild.
That'd be nuts.
It really would be. I don't know if their defense can do it, but that offense is. CJ Stroud's good, man.
I don't know if the NFL is going to allow.
Yeah, they won't let it
happen.
They will not let it happen.
Script's already out, folks. 1st and 10, ball at the 27 for Buffalo. Allen takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, pass through the hands of Stephon Diggs, incomplete. And that will bring up 2nd and 10, 5:16 to go in the first. 20 likes away from 100. We're taking a shot when we get to 100 likes, but we need your help to get there. If you're ready for the Super Bowl, you want your team to get there, like the video, do your part. Show some love there. Free way to help the algorithm to support the show here on NFL Daily. Simply hit that like button. 17 away from 100. Allen under pressure. Makes one defender miss. Got to keep it himself on the run. How about that?
He pump faked it 4 yards down the field. That was awesome.
8-yard run by Josh Allen. That'll bring up 3rd down. Type those threes. Good run by Josh Allen there. And now we got 3rd and 2 for Buffalo. Ball to 35. 4 wide for the Bills. Allen takes the snap, pass. And that's incomplete off the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And that will bring up 4th down. That's on Kincaid. Allen put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, you can't. If Coach always said, if the ball hits your hands, you better catch the damn thing.
Yeah. One of my favorite Lee Corso quotes. If you touch it, you catch it.
No doubt.
4th
Applies
and
to
2.
a lot of different things, to be honest.
4th and 2 for Buffalo. Ball to 35. Here's the punt. Filled it about the 18. That is where Pittsburgh takes over after forcing a 3-and-out. Austin on the return and nowhere to go. Who's the most overrated team remaining in the postseason? If you asked me this question yesterday, the only correct answer would have been the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, had to have been the Cowboys.
Now that we've
What's
moved
up,
on.
Butt King?
What's up, Bud King? Good to
He's
see
the
you.
Saints guy. What's up, brother?
Is that my bro Trace? Hell yeah, that's Trace. Tracy in the house here with me. Most overrated team.
Left? Houston, dare I say? I mean, I'd say, I don't know, because I feel like they're fairly rated. I feel like that's a fairly rated team.
I think it's Philly.
Philly. Yep, it's Philly. It's Philly. They're
Philly
overrated.
is going to lose tonight
They are overrated.
to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are overrated. They are fraudulent. And they very well might fire Nick Sirianni if they lose tonight, which I think would be crazy.
I can't hear anything, Chiefs fans. Yeah, I can't hear you, Nick. You ain't got a job. Come on, Nicky.
I actually think that would be nuts if they fire Sirianni.
I think it would be dumb to fire Sirianni, but my question is, what does he do? What does he do? Like, he doesn't call plays on the offense. It's not his scheme either way. He's a motivator, maybe, but, like, I just don't know what he adds to the team in terms of football value.
I mean, you were just in the Super Bowl a year ago.
Yeah, I know. And look at him now after they lost Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't call his plays.
The thing I look at was it was under his leadership
Yes.
that we saw the development of Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
Because you and I are big college football guys. The version that we see now of Jalen Hurts is not the quarterback that he was early in his NFL career or at Oklahoma or at Alabama. That came under Sirianni and that coaching staff of him taking that next step. That, to me, is where I say, okay, if you're going to take Sirianni out of the equation, what quarterback is Jalen Hurts going to be?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that it's a very fair point. His development has been great over his 4 years now in the NFL? He's gotten better almost every year, so I think Sirianni's a fine coach. I think it's just a conversation of what can he provide if he keeps. I mean, he's a great motivator. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
He's a great culture guy. I think he's great for Philly.
Most overrated team in the league. Ty Man the Buckeye says the Browns. Well, they're out. Let's see. DJ saying fire Dennis Allen, please.
Yes.
1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Pickens with the catch. I think he was down before the fumble. Let's see.
He was down.
I think he was down. We'll see what the officials rule here. Yeah, I think they're going to mark him down. It was about a 7 or 8 yard catch. Oh, they're just rolling incomplete. I don't think that's the right call either. I thought he caught it. Okay, yeah, actually that's the right call because he's still moving the football as he's falling down. So, yeah, incomplete, yeah. Okay.
He didn't make a football move.
No.
That's my favorite phrase. What's a football move? You just know.
He's got to be a football guy.
You just got to know football. Got no ball.
If we get a controversial call today, we might have to call up Steve the ref.
We will be calling Steve if there's a...
I'm serious.
We will call Steve.
Okay.
I don't think... My brothers went back to college. I don't think he's doing anything with his time.
All right.
My dad's a referee for high school football in Texas, so he's our rules analyst of the day.
Yes.
Celebrity guest.
I don't know if he knows that, but We'll make sure he knows.
He doesn't know. Ooh, Buffalo's challenging.
Oh. Well, we'll save the call for Steve right now because I think that was pretty clear that's incomplete. I don't think there's much controversy to that. I think that's a dumb challenge by Buffalo, actually. That's incomplete. And yeah, that's still gonna be 2nd and 10 coming up. Better fan base, Steelers or Bills? Type Steelers for Steelers, Bills for Bills. Two passionate fan bases. They're in the Northeast. It's cold. The Bills. Mafia. You look at it. I mean, these folks, they jump off tables. And Steeler fans are some of the most loyal fans in the league. There's not a town in America without at least one Steeler fan. A large fan base for a small city like Pittsburgh. Better fan base, Steelers or Bills? What do you guys think? Type Steelers for Steelers, Bills for Bills.
DC Viper, Bills, they throw themselves through flaming tables. I mean, I think the Steelers are a bigger fan base.
Yeah.
I think the Bills might be the more crazy fan base.
Yes.
I think they're a little wild. I don't see a lot of videos of Steelers fans getting ketchup and mustard sprayed on them like they're a hot dog.
No.
Those Bills tailgates look unreal.
In fact, that's actually a great idea.
Honestly, a little bit. I think that the Bills tailgates look unreal.
Rodney says Steelers hands down. DC X Viper says Bills. Gaming Wizard says Bills. Kevin says Bills. Tie Man says Bills. Benson says Steelers. Tie Man Bills. Cheesy Weather says I want Steelers versus Ravens. Sean says Bills. Steve says Bills, but historically Steelers.
I think it's fair.
Tie Man says Bills. Okay. So the majority of the chat looks like is saying the Bills have the better fan base, but two very respectable fan bases, some of the best in the National Football League. You know, I'll say this. I'll lean towards Steelers, and I have a good reason why. They got like 41,000 subscribers on our Steelers channel. Our Bills channel, which we're trying to grow today, doesn't have much yet. There's potential. If you want more Bills content, this is an opportunity, folks. Subscribe now to our. I don't even know what we're calling our Bills channel.
It is.
I don't even have access to it yet.
We're gonna call it the Bills Breakdown.
Bills Breakdown. I can hang with that.
Dude, that looks so lit.
Just throwing snow. That is incredible. Oh, are they ruling this?
Oh. That's a fumble.
They're saying he made a football move because he took contact. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
Putting his arm down is considered a football move.
Okay.
Trying to lunge forward. Good.
Bills football to 29.
Good eye by the Bills coach.
Well, maybe we should have called Steve then. I was wrong. All right. 1st and 10 for the Bills. Going to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Sperry, where are you at?
Just like that, Dalton Kincaid. Another touchdown score, and the Bills extend the lead. Spam TD.
No, Jack Sperry.
Spam TD.
Oh, no.
Spam TD. And Josh Allen of the Bills offense is on fire. 6 of 8, 85 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first quarter.
I love that. Go score right away.
First play.
Why not? Wow, first receiving touchdown since week 10 for Dalton Kincaid.
Extra point up and good. Bills take a 14-0 lead with 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Great start by Buffalo. Steelers got to respond now. Have to respond now. 14-0, 4:10 to go in the first quarter. We are live here on NFL Daily, our Steelers-Bills watch party on this Monday afternoon.
We're so used to it being Sunday.
We are. But we're not complaining about having football on a Monday.
Never.
So subscribe now to Chat Sports as we're covering the NFL, the NBA, college football, and more. Trying to get to 352,000 subscribers today. We're less than 300 away from reaching that milestone. Keep informed. Stay up to date what's going on across the National Football League and more. We got you covered. You get to see folks like me and Trizzy and Tom Downey, Chase Sr., Harrison Graham and company talking about all your favorite sports. Keep it locked in. Subscribe now for free here on Chat Sports. 4:10 remaining in the first quarter. 14-0. The Bills
Did you see
leading.
that sign?
No, what is it?
Said Romo Nance, best broadcast duo.
I like Romo and Nance.
That's so funny.
I like Joe and Troy best.
I do too.
Out of the end zone for a touchback. Steelers getting the football to 25. 1st and 10. Trizzy, this is critical for Pittsburgh to do something. Even 3 points, just do something this drive.
Yeah, you got to put something on the board here. Otherwise, it's going to get ugly really quick. In Madden or in recess, if you don't put up points, you're at risk of a 21 skunk. Recess would be over.
In Madden, if you don't score right here, you're turning off the Xbox and restarting.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers have left the game.
1st and 10. 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Steelers with the football ball to 25-yard line. Man in motion. And this is going to be a handoff to Warren. He gets maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up. 12 likes away from 100. Can we get to 100 likes before the end of the quarter? We're taking a shot when we get there. If you're glad to be hanging out with us, spending your Martin Luther King holiday here on the channel with free play-by-play coverage, like the video. 11 likes away from 100. If you love Martin Luther King, like the video. 2nd and 9. Batted away at the line. Ed Oliver again.
Eddie-O!
3rd and 9. Type those threes.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down. Type those threes. Third and 9. 3:27 to go in the first quarter. 4 wide for Pittsburgh. 1 running back in the backfield. Rudolph takes the snap. Pass. Batted away. Incomplete. Bills think that they got the deflection. They ruled it incomplete. And they're going to say it hit the ground. 4th down coming up. Type those 4s. All right, we reached 100 likes, so I'll take a shot, our first of the day. Trizzy, you want one too?
I would love a shot.
Let's each pour up some Fireball here. This is for us reaching 100 likes. And we'll drink as many shots as you want for every $20 super check comes in today, my friends.
Here we go, Steelers.
Fair catch.
Here we go.
For Buffalo at about the 44-yard line. Trizzy, here you go. To all of our NFL fans, have a great rest of your Martin Luther King Day. Thanks for spending it with us. Cheers.
To MLK.
To MLK. What a guy. Spam MLK.
Type MLK.
For Martin.
Guys, we are at 100 likes on our main channel, but our Bills channel only has 6. We're going to need to pump that. We have 11 people watching on the Bills channel. If you are wanting to join the stream for our Bills channel, here's the link for that in the live chat. You can click on that.
Yeah, ignore the bots. We'll get those out of there.
Dude, they are brutal today.
Oh, bots are brutal. But there is our Bills chat stream. And the more subscribers we get on that, we can start bringing some Bills content. But we need your help to make it happen. Link in the chat right now if you want to subscribe to Bills Breakdown by Chat Sports.
Daily Bills videos.
Yes. All right. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Steelers just punted away to Buffalo. The Bills are going to get the football back. And when you look at the start of this game for Buffalo, you had the 2 touchdowns. The defense hasn't really let Pittsburgh do much. They forced a turnover. This has been about a perfect start for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, this is about as disastrous of a start for Pittsburgh as you could ask for. Literally can't get anything going.
Yeah.
No one can get going. This makes it a shame.
Yes. All right, who do you got, Buffalo or Pittsburgh? Type B for Bills, S for Steelers. In that chat, we'll shout you out, whatever team you're going with. Yantan says Buffalo. Tyman says Buffalo. Eagle fan saying Eagles. That's later on tonight. Rodney's got the Steelers. Eagles fan going with the Steelers. Royal Paxton going with the Steelers. Bob says Pittsburgh. Jeremy says Bills. Tyman says Bills. Mike says Bills. Ron says Steelers. Tyman says Bills.
Toast Like Coasters on the Bills channel is rooting for Bills.
Sonic's got the Bills. Yeecall's got the Bills. William going with the Bills.
We're back in football.
All right, 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Diggs on the reception. On the screenplay, gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that will bring up 2nd down. Second and 10 coming up for Buffalo. Ken going with Buffalo. Jeremy says Bills will win like the Packers game last night. I hope not. I want to see this be a competitive game. Second and 11. Ball to 44. Cook in motion. Allen, pass. Incomplete. Pass intended for Kincaid that time. That'll bring up 3rd and 11. Type those threes.
It's 3rd down.
3rd and 11. 2:30 to go in the first. Third down, type those threes. Allen steps back, pass. Complete to Cook. But he's going to lose about 3 or 4 yards there. Minkah Fitzpatrick on the tackle. And that will bring up 4th down in the punt unit for Buffalo. Type those 4s. So a good stop by the Pittsburgh defense. And the Steelers will get the football back. Tracy, Pittsburgh needed that badly.
Yeah, maybe they can go put some points up this drive. We'll see.
All right, 4th and 14 now. 1:50 to go in the first quarter. Buffalo punts.
They're really missing T.J. Watt right now.
Yeah, they are. Fair catch at the 8. Trizzy, I'm of the belief if it gets past the 10, go away from it. Stay away. I hate seeing a fair catch there.
Yeah, dude, just get away from the ball. The bounce likely takes it into the end zone.
Right.
It's going to take a very big play from the special teams unit for Buffalo to make a stop right or to go down the ball if you don't touch it.
Where are you watching from? Shout out your city in the chat. We'll shout you out as we are live and on the air here on this Monday afternoon. T. Jones, Trizzy Trace in the house coming here with you from our Chat Sports Studios in downtown Dallas, Texas here on this Monday afternoon on MLK Day. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Ball to Yates. Play action. Rudolph pass. Finds a man open. Complete. 1st down. A huge play for the Steelers offense. Did he lose the football?
Dude, no way. Pat Freiermuth, no way.
Freiermuth had a big gain, but he may have lost it at the end.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's see what the officials say. Buffalo thinks they have it. Ruling is a fumble out of bounds. Ball remains with Pittsburgh. 1st down Steelers. Type those 1s.
Ball's Down. It doesn't get touched. Not touched. Oh, my God. I think he got it. I think it's a fumble.
Well, they did rule a fumble, but they said he got out of bounds.
He didn't touch it out of bounds. I think that's Bill's ball.
Oh, boy. Bills already won one challenge.
Oh, and Russ right there. I don't know. If I'm Buffalo, I challenge it again.
Let's see. Williams says Arkansas is where he's from.
Who picked?
Ron says Pennsylvania. Jack is in Ann Arbor.
Buffalo's challenging.
You want to call up Steve?
Let's call Steve.
Let's call Steve. Steve the ref, our rules analyst, Trace's dad.
I'm going to FaceTime him so he can watch the play.
Here we go. Brody's checking in from Phoenix City, Alabama. We're going to our replay official here.
Hey, Dad, can you watch this play and tell me if it's a fumble by Pittsburgh? Tell me if you think Buffalo recovered it inbounds. So ball's out. Doesn't look like Freiermuth touches it. Ball's still live. Bills player dives on it.
Hold his phone to the mic.
When he touches the ball.
No, it doesn't look like he was out of bounds. It's hard to tell, though.
From this angle,
it doesn't look like his head had hit the ground.
And he doesn't have the ball right there, though. From the last angle, look, because he jumps on the ball, he's inbounds, but he still doesn't have possession of it. Because you can still see it moving. Wait, right, well. So right here, look, he doesn't have the ball.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like he slid out of bounds when he was getting it?
Well, the ball came loose. He never had possession of it. He went to fall on it. It was that second view. He went to fall on it, and he never had possession of it.
So Buffalo.
What's your call?
What's your call?
It would be a white ball.
Call stands. Steve knows ball.
Steve knows
Steve knows ball. That's what they went with. Yep, that's what they went with.
Does Steve know he's live, by the way?
Yeah, you're live on Chat Sports
Steve,
right now.
good to see you. Thanks for your help on that call.
We had to get our rules expert because this was a crazy call.
Spam Steve in the chat. Spam Steve in the chat, our rules analyst, Trizzy Trace's dad coming through. Who needs Gene Steratore when we got
a dump?
When we got Steve Gerard?
Steve just analyzed that on the toilet.
Wow, that's the rules expert right there.
He knows ball.
First and 10 for Pittsburgh.
Pass and bowel movements.
And bowel movements.
Appreciate you, Dad. Huh?
Spam Steve.
Did you get that H&M? Oh, I like it.
Royal Paxton
All right,
plays.
I got a dip.
Hashtag Steve
later.
knows ball.
That's only. My dad reviewed that on the toilet. Wow.
I can't believe what just happened.
That is incredible.
Keep spamming Steve in the chat for giving us that replay review from the toilet.
Hashtag Steve knows ball. That's so funny. I'm going to take a picture of this and send it to him.
We need to cut that clip and
Dude,
post
that
it.
is so great. I'm gonna cut it later and I'm gonna tweet that video out and send it to him.
Please do. Yeah, tag me in it. I'll share it.
That's so good.
Steve the ref. And he was right. Who needs Gene Steratore? We got Steve Gerard. First down, Pittsburgh. Second and one now, actually. Missed a whole play. Sorry. Here we go. Steelers moving the football across midfield. Ball to 37. Timeout called. Timeout called. Steelers with the football. End of one. 14-0. Bills leading. Better fan base. Steelers or Bills? Type Steelers for Steelers, Bills for Bills. Let us know in the chat. Benjamin says, if Steve can correctly rule the call from the toilet, then the NFL has no excuse anymore for bad calls.
I'm taking a picture of that comment right there. That is electric.
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh, I'm texting that to him right now.
That's incredible. 1 for 1.
Steve's one of what. Anytime we have a controversial call, I guess we got to call him. See if he can keep his streak alive.
Royals Paxton Place says we just need Steve to review all the calls.
Yeah, no doubt.
If there's more, we'll call up Steve.
We'll call
again.
Steve.
Yeah.
We'll get Steve.
I can't believe that.
Dude, that was so
That's
funny.
the highlight of my day.
We got to get your dad on too.
Well,
Got to get him on.
so my dad's actually a Steelers fan, so this
Is
could
he?
be interesting. Yes.
Oh, I forgot he's a Steelers fan.
My father's a Steelers fan. I need to check with him first to make sure that so I'm going to age my dad here a little bit. My father still likes the DVR. And he's probably watching the game at home right now. But I would guess that he probably, when the game started, paused the TV, ran an errand, like went to Lowe's or something, and then came back so he could
Watch on
fast
the
forward the
DVR.
commercials.
Yes.
So if I call my dad, there's a good chance that he's behind the broadcast.
That would make sense. That's fair.
He's the only guy I know that still does that.
And I honestly, props to him, because that means you have to avoid texts from your friends, social media, the internet. Like, you got to just tune all of that out. Everything, if you want to watch it. So he's a diehard.
All right, tell you what, I don't care if my dad's behind or not. The next super chat that comes in, any amount, I don't care if it's $1 or whatever, I'm calling my dad next.
We'll get
Charlie on.
Charlie the Steelers.
Charlie
fan.
the Steeler fan. We'll get him on the show with the next super chat that comes in. Could be $1, could be $100, I don't care. We'll call up Charlie the Steeler fan and check on him and see how he's doing. 14-0.
One thing I can tell you about Charlie, the dude's a legend. You guys want to talk to Charlie. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, yeah. Me and Trace said for a long time, Charlie and Steve would probably be best friends.
In another life, they were probably brothers. At some point in another life.
Start of the second quarter. Steelers with the football. 2nd and 1. Good field position for the Steelers. There's a run. First down by Najee Harris. Still going. Past the 30. Down to the 26-yard line. First down for Pittsburgh. Type those ones. And a good run there.
Man, a touchdown here would make things interesting.
1st and 10. Yeah, that changed the whole ball game. 14:20 to go in the second quarter. Steelers with the football at the 26-yard line. Rudolph takes the snap under pressure. And he's brought down. A huge sack by the Bills defense. Leonard Floyd. No. Actually, Rosu that time. Spam sack.
Sack. Whip out the sacks in the comments section. Quash goes, here for dad content.
I'm here for dad content. Yeah, next super chat comes in.
Oh,
We're calling
that's so
Charlie.
good.
We're doing a welfare check on Charlie, the Steeler fan.
Royal Paxton says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Whip out the sacks in the chat, baby.
2nd and 21. They're going to run it with Warren this time.
Go.
And still going. Good run.
That's 10
Positive
for
pickup.
PrizePicks.
Good 10 yards there. 3rd down. Type those 3s.
It's 3rd down. Jalen Warren bumped it outside, got the edge. Solid run.
3rd and 8 for Pittsburgh. Trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. Ball to 25-yard line. Rudolph rolls to his right. Under pressure. Pass. Complete.
Oh!
First down. Ran
Ooh!
over a man. Fairmouth with the big gain. Type those ones.
The PrizePicks red zone, too.
This was a grown man move.
Dude, great vision, or great awareness by Mason Rudolph. Just get out of the way.
That's his best play of the night so
Yep.
far. I mean, he just ran through his man. Warren on the carry, going to get about 2 yards there inside the PrizePicks red zone. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS for $100 deposit match. Second down coming up. Pittsburgh, before this drive, had 35 yards on 4 drives. So far this drive, they've had a total of 85 yards. And they have more yards now than Buffalo does for the game. 2nd and 9. Four wide. Rudolph steps back, pass to the end zone. Too high, incomplete.
Flag.
Wanted a flag. Johnson did, and he got it. Let's see if they call PI or defensive holding. Should be one of those two.
Is Deontay Johnson washed?
I think so.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. Good sell by Johnson.
Yeah. Elam called for the penalty that time. All right. So 1st and goal now for the Steelers. Type those ones. Ball at the 3-yard line. And it's going to be a run. Nowhere to go that time. Jalen Warren on the carry. Or Najee Harris, rather, on the carry. 2nd and goal coming up. 11:30 to go till halftime.
This game is going quick.
Yeah. Brody says that Johnson is just mid.
Yeah. He's just mid/reliable. Yeah.
Second and goal at the 4. They're going 5 wide. Empty set. Rudolph to the end zone.
Picked?
Intercepted?
Dude, no way.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, my God.
And the Bills take over. What a play. Spam INT.
Oh, my God.
What a bad pass by Rudolph. A costly turnover.
Oh, no. This is a disaster.
Oh, man.
I mean, it put it right in the corner's hands. Right in Elam's
Kyer
hands.
Elam that time with the pick. Spam INT. The Bills will take over with great field position, or at the 20-yard line after that interception. Man, they're at the 4-yard line.
All you have to do is punch it in.
Run it 3 times.
The fact they went 5 wide there, dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb.
When will teams learn to run the football at the goal line?
Tyler, stop it. You're thinking too logically.
I know. All right, shout out your city. Let us know where you're at. And we'll shout you out here on today's show. I got Mamba Legend in Fresno. I got Rodney in Whitmire, South Carolina. We're here in Dallas on this Monday afternoon. Tyler Jones, Trizzy Trace here with you. Royal Paxton in Omaha, Nebraska. Used to live in Omaha at one point. Very cool. Got Jenny in Phoenix. I love Phoenix. Phoenix, great city. Where else you guys at? We'll shout you out. Let us know where you are watching from here on this Monday afternoon. Bills and Steelers, playoff football on this MLK Day. Brody checking in from Phoenix City, Alabama. Rodney says, I'm sorry for you guys. What are you sorry about? We're having a great time.
We get to watch football with our best friends.
We're getting paid to watch football on a Monday afternoon. Royal Paxton says it's really cold in Omaha today. It is very cold in Dallas. I'm not used to this weather here, Trace.
No, dude, it's cold. Like, I understand people up north are like, no, it's Texas. It's not nearly as, man, cold is, it don't matter where you are. 15 degrees is cold. That is cold anywhere. What up, Jim Hanlon? My man. Jim, if you send in a super chat, brother, I'm going to get a hand grenade chug for you. A New Orleans hand grenade chug for you, brother.
Next super chat comes in. We're also checking in on my Steeler fan dad. As
Yes.
he can't be feeling too good right now, down 14-0 if they just threw a pick in the end zone.
Got to call Charlie.
1st and 10 for Buffalo. Ball to 20. So for folks that don't know, the non-New Orleans folks, what is this hand grenade?
So a hand grenade, for those of you who are not New Orleans or not from Louisiana or don't know, it is a beverage that you get on Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street's a notorious run of bars, if you will, that is a very good time. And I will fill up a hand grenade cup. It is literally a hand grenade, and I will chug it full of a Happy Dad. And some Fireball, because why not? Get crazy.
So Jim or whoever sends in the next super chat, we'll have a hand grenade.
And we'll call Charlie.
And we'll call Charlie, yes. 2nd and 8. Allen, pass, complete. And a couple yards that time. Was that Diggs? No, that wasn't
Cook.
Diggs. That was Cook. Okay. 3rd down coming up. Type those threes.
It's 3rd down. A low of -20. Jeez.
Woof.
That's cold. I've been in -1 or -3. That's the coldest I've ever been in. And that was just freezing.
Coldest I've ever been in -37.
Nope. Nope.
And I walked outside in it too.
Nope.
Allen takes the snap, pass, complete 1st down. Buffalo, type those ones. Stephon Diggs keeps the drive alive. Jack says Ann Arbor, Michigan, 4 degrees with a wind chill at -22. Wolf. First and 10 for the Bills. And there's a run. About 8, maybe 9 yards from Dalvin Cook. Or not, James Cook, the brother. I knew that was going to happen today. 2nd and 1. Kylie says, happy Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Happy MLK Day to you, Kylie.
Yes.
2nd and 1. Cook on the run. Got a 1st down. Type those ones. Keep them going. Whose ring cam did we get on screen? Somehow our TV popped up a ring cam and we're seeing our boss's house right now. Now it's gone. 1st and 10. Allen, pass. Incomplete. Andy Isabella, the intended receiver. 2nd down coming up. 7:55 remaining. Bills with the ball up 14-0. If Buffalo wins, they'll face Kansas City. If Pittsburgh wins, they will face Baltimore next week in the divisional round. 2nd and 10. Allen, snap. Complete to Cook. Trying to make one man miss and gets about 3 yards. 3rd down coming up. Type those threes.
Shout out to Mike Honcho and Ty Man the Buckeye for holding it down in the Bills chat. Keeping the comment section moving. We love it. We love to see it.
Third and 8. Third and 8, ball at the 48. Allen takes the snap in the shotgun. Steps up in the pocket. Going to keep it himself. He's got a 1st down and more. past the 40, past the 30, past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Bills! Spam TD! Spam TD! Show us those TDs in the chat. Josh Allen with a 52-yard touchdown score, and the Bills take a 3-score lead in the second quarter. Wow. One play, bang.
The way he just splits two defenders, runs through the tackle, and just takes off, unbelievable.
Extra point attempt. Up and good. Bills take a 21-0 lead. 7 minutes to go till halftime. In complete control. Up 3 scores here in the second quarter. What a run there by Josh Allen. It wasn't just that he found the opening. He still made his defenders miss and showed off the athleticism.
I mean, huge play by Allen. He is a stud, and he is a great football player. And honestly, we were waiting for one of those to break off. Feels like we were waiting for one of those to break off.
I'm going to crack open another one for that.
Go for it. Go for it. Well, Tyler, while you crack that open, I'm going to tell everybody about PrizePicks.
Tell us, Trace.
So PrizePicks is daily fantasy sports made easy, and it's the #1 DFS app in North America. So in terms of the projections I'm rolling with today, I went with Jaylen Warren more than 23.5 rushing yards and Josh Allen less than 226.5 passing yards. Now, Warren, his rushing yards are on a discount from 30.5 to 23.5 rushing yards. So I took the more there to make it easier. And Josh Allen, he has 94 passing yards, 61 rushing yards, but the passing yards I think may hold on unless we have another big quarter from him here at the end of the second quarter. Who knows? But I'm taking these projections. So if you want to fade my picks, if you want to tail my picks, just do it with PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100.
Play along with us. PrizePicks link is going in the chat right now. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS. $100 deposit match. Bills strike again. And that touchdown, by the way, in case you missed it, started with the Steelers throwing an interception in the end zone and the Bills going from there to go 80 yards to go get that score. So an ugly drive, ugly turn of events there for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
No doubt.
Sum it up, we're at 351,734 subscribers. We would love to get to 352,000 subscribers, but we need your help. We're talking about the NFL every day here on the channel. Also college football, the NBA, MLB, and more. Subscribe now for free for the latest happenings across the National Football League and the rest of the sports world. Subscribe now and join us here on NFL Daily. Let us know in the chat if you're subscribed as well. If you've spun the wheel of subs and joined the family, there's another. We're shouting out everybody that's subscribed. Let us know in the chat. I'll shout you guys out as we continue to grow and build this thing onward to 400,000 subscribers, then 500,000, then 600,000, then 700,000, then 800,000, 900,000. We'll be at 1 million in no time. Jack is subscribed. Thank you, Jack. Here's the kickoff. Out of the end zone for a touchback. Royal is subscribed. Mamba is subscribed. And he liked the video. Thank you, Jack. Type me in the chat if you're subscribed. Joe is a subscriber. Much appreciated, Joe. Ken subscribed. Bob subscribed. Trace, I think one thing that's not being talked about, I'll finish this in just a second. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Ball to 25. Joe subscribed. Rebuild subscribed. John subscribed. Pistol formation. Ty Man the Buckeye subscribed. Harris on the carry. Gets about 2, maybe 3 yards. So, if you recall, folks, about a little over halfway through the season, the Bills made a change to their coaching staff. They fired Ken Dorsey as OC. They made Joe Brady their OC. Former offensive coordinator at LSU when they won the national championship with Joe Burrow, was in Carolina, spent some years in the Saints organization. I think one of the best young offensive minds. I thought he got screwed by Carolina. And we've seen this Buffalo offense really just go to another level. So we have second 8, Rudolph pass, incomplete, third down coming up, type those threes. This Bills offense, I think, completely changed when they made Joe Brady their OC.
Yeah, I mean, it's night and day. It's two completely different units, to be honest. I'm really impressed with what this team has done. I mean, a lot of people were ruling the Bills out early in the season.
Yeah.
Because of how bad that offense looked. And now they look like they're a damn good team.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph, 5 of 13, 82 yards.
I think we're going to be talking about Joe Brady next year for some head coaching conversations. 3rd and 8. Ball to 28 for Pittsburgh. 4 wide. Rudolph takes the snap, under pressure, gets the pass off, incomplete. Steelers are going to go 3 and out. And that'll bring on the punt unit. Type those 4s. 4th and 8.
Did they rule?
Ed Oliver again. So the Steelers on to punt on 4th and 8, a quick 3 and out. With 6:17 to go till half. Here's the punt. And that takes a friendly bounce for Pittsburgh down to the around 21 or 22-yard line. And the Bills will take over from there. 6:04 to go till half. Bills up 21-0. About to get the football back. If you're excited for Super Bowl 58, like the video. I cannot wait. Trizzy, this Super Bowl is going to be in Vegas this year. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that the NFL was scared of Vegas. Now we're getting a Super Bowl there. I would love to be there.
I think that would be one of the most fun places to be. I mean, I feel like a Super Bowl in Las Vegas, that's a great place to have it. I feel like another good city, Miami, is a good one. New Orleans is a good one. I think that Vegas, though, I mean, how could you not want to go to that game? The Raiders Stadium, the Raiders stink. It's a shame that they wasted a good stadium.
This is the closest that Vegas is ever going to get to a Super Bowl.
Yes, this is the closest the Raiders will ever get to a Super Bowl. That being said, that stadium is beautiful, and it's going to be a really cool Super Bowl.
Yes, 27 days away from the Super Bowl.
Usher halftime show, too.
Usher has a great residency in Vegas.
Yes.
And so I wonder if he's going to get some of the other residencies to come on out and make some appearances.
Similar to the Los Angeles Super Bowl when they had all the rappers out of Inglewood.
Are we going to see Adele or Carrie Underwood or Donny Osmond show up?
Are we going to get Chris Angel to show up and do some stuff at halftime? The magician?
Penn and Teller.
Are they going to bring the globe? Are they going to put the orb in there?
Oh, the sphere.
Vegas sphere. That's what it is, the sphere.
I would love to see Penn and Teller make an appearance.
Dude, you know what would be fun is watching the Super Bowl at the sphere. That would actually be kind of sick. Actually, I don't know.
So I'm going to Vegas in a couple months. I want to find an excuse to go to the sphere.
You have to go. I think they're doing like a postcards from the world and then like the U2 concert.
Okay.
But I'm sure they're doing other stuff.
I'm not a big fan of U2, and mostly just out of spite for them invading my iPhone like 8 years ago.
Yes. Oh, my God. I will never forgive them for that.
I think I still have that U2 album on my phone. It's tracked. Like, I've changed like 3 phones since then, and it's somehow followed me to every iPhone.
It's like a disease. Just follows you everywhere you go.
I think the thing with like what makes a good Super Bowl host, it's not just having a great stadium. It's the great environment around it.
Yes,
like,
no doubt.
New Orleans, if we're going to be honest, sorry, Trey, Superdome's kind of a dump. But the city of New Orleans is so fantastic that it makes for a great host.
It's also a huge stadium that can get loud. So, like, this, it's not a nice stadium. Credit where it's due, they're making some renovations there. But it is a stadium that gets loud, and the city around it, like you said, is what makes it more fun.
Right. Like Miami, that stadium's okay. It's nothing special, but it's
Miami's
Miami.
a great, I mean, you tell me you don't want to play in a Super Bowl down there?
Cook with the catch gets about 4 yards on first down. Second down coming up.
What are some other good Super Bowl cities?
Um,
L.A. Maybe.
At SoFi last year or 2 years ago, that wasn't bad.
Wasn't terrible. Tampa.
Tampa was good.
Um,
Atlanta's good
Atlanta's a good one. That is a good one.
because it's guaranteed to be warm.
Yes.
I want Dallas to get another one again. I thought it was just poor timing. You happen to have that ice
Yes.
storm when
Yes.
it happened here.
Yes. I remember I was in 6th grade when that happened. My math teacher in 6th grade, shout out to Miss Henderson. Her daughter was like a dancer at the halftime show for
Really?
Black Eyed Peas, which was pretty cool, yeah. Other than that, I didn't like Miss Henderson. She stunk. She was the worst.
F Miss Henderson in the
If
chat.
Miss Henderson's watching, I don't forgive you for giving me a 32 on that math test.
32?
Yeah. I tried my butt off, and she gave me a 32.
You didn't get a C just for trying?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. F Miss Henderson.
F Miss Henderson in the chat. 3rd and 2. She did Trizzy dirty like that.
Did me so dirty.
And
Ooh.
First down for Buffalo.
Second effort got there.
Jack's a real one, says F Mrs. Henderson.
Yeah. So funny.
That's good. I'm of the belief, like, if I was a teacher, and thank God I'm not a teacher, there's some teachers that are much more qualified, much better than me to do that. I would trace, if I'm teaching a class, if you do all the assignments, just put in the work, you're going to get at least a C
Yes.
in Tyler Jones's class.
If you at least try.
Yes.
And I'm not saying just put your name on top. If you try, you
Yes.
pass.
You're going to get at least a C. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. And I don't care if that's college, high school, middle school.
Or even spelling tests in 4th grade. Deontay Hardy breaks some free.
Still going. Big play for Buffalo. Type those ones.
Saints legend Deontay Hardy.
Buffalo is going for the throat here.
Oh, yeah. They're trying. This is the kill shot. They're going for the kill shot here. They already skunked him in the first half. 28-0 in the first half would be very embarrassing.
I'm glad I didn't actually put any real money down on Pittsburgh plus 10.
Yeah. Remember when they were about to score a touchdown and Mason Rudolph threw a pick?
Yeah. What could have been? They're about to make it 14-7. Another run by Cook, and gets about 2, maybe 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Shout out to Maya's World. She says she's been subbed to the Bills channel since the channel started. That's cool.
I don't know when the channel started, but
Shout out to Maya's World.
awesome. Rebuild says, what a play by Josh Allen. Yeah, that touchdown was incredible earlier.
Council says this couldn't happen to a better team.
Second and 7. No. Allen steps back. Pass incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up. Type those threes.
Shout out to Mamba Legend, Cowboys fan, for typing those threes. Ty Man the Buckeye.
Mamba, Cowboys fan, 88. Sorry about your loss, Cowboys fan.
Rebuild. Cowboys should do.
3rd and 7. Ball at the 31. Allen takes the snap. Gets a pass off. Batted away. Almost intercepted. Incomplete. That's Rowe on the coverage that time, and that will bring up 4th down. Finally, something went right for Pittsburgh on defense.
Had Eric Rowe not climbed the ladder like that, that's another touchdown for Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Field goal unit on. If you want him to miss, type M. If you want him to make it, type M.
Type M. M for make, M for miss. Type M. Everybody should be typing M right now. No excuses. 49-yard attempt. Field goes up. No good. Blocked. Oh, man. Can he get there? And the Steelers recover it with great field position. What a break from the Steelers special teams unit off the block.
Oh, and the kicker holding his hamstring.
Oh, man. Steeler fans, spam S. Spam S for Steelers. How about that? What a block. And a very friendly bounce for the Steelers off of the blocked field goal. And they'll take over with great field position. Kicker hurt his hamstring running. All right, 1st and 10. That's the break Pittsburgh was looking for. CBS having some clock issues. 2:14 till half. Pittsburgh trying to get some momentum in their direction before halftime. Four wide, Rudolph, handoff. Warren on the carry. He's got a first down. Type those ones. And a big play for the Steelers. They got momentum, trying to capitalize now. They might rule him just short. I thought he had it. But we'll go to the 2-minute warning. Steelers with the football in great field position. Down 21-0. Trizzy, if you're Pittsburgh, you get 7 here, you're right back in this football game.
Yeah, no doubt. And especially right before the half, that would be huge. You got to go put some points up. Can't go into a halftime deficit 21-0. That's just hard to come back from. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
21-7, though, it's a little different story.
Want a touchdown? Type me. Steeler fans, you need all the luck you can get right now. You got to capitalize. You better be spamming me. If you're a Steeler fan and you need some points right here, spam me in the chat. Mamba Legend 24 says Steelers have always been feisty.
Yeah, that's one thing about Mike Tomlin. No matter what, he's going to have his team ready to play.
Yeah. Maybe not out of the gates today, but
eventually they'll show up.
Eventually. Let's show them the Super Chat menu. So we're waiting on who's going to send that next Super Chat because me and Trizzy not only have the Super Chat menu for you, but we got some offers. Just whatever the next Super Chat is. We're calling Charlie, the Steeler fan, my father, to do a welfare check on him. And we're also going to do a hand grenade from Trizzy. If you've never seen that before, prepare to be amazed. Any Super Chat gets a shout out. $5 Super Chat, we'll talk about your team. $10 Super Chat, we'll do a beer cheers. $20, take a shot. $50, we'll do a beer bong. $sign next to the chat box if you want to contribute. Who is going to be the one to send that next Super Chat in and get the ball rolling? I mean, you're going to get quite the deal. Whoever sends that next one. Could be $1, and you're about to get your money's worth for this next Super Chat that comes in. Support the show. Support the work we're doing here on NFL Daily by Chat Sports. $sign next to the chat box to contribute as we're bringing you live coverage. Bills and Steelers on a Monday afternoon, MLK Day. Jonesy and Trizzy hanging out. Glad that you guys are here with us. As the Steelers have the football. And it is 1st and 10. So I was right. CBS was wrong. And the Steelers have 1st and 10, 2 minutes to go, trying to get on the board before half. Ball to 23. Rudolph under pressure. Pass complete. George Pickens on the reception inside the PrizePicks red zone. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS for a $100 deposit match on your first entry. Link in the comments and description of today's video. Also going in the chat right now. PrizePicks, glad to have them on board. Best place to go for daily fantasy. 2nd and 4. Buffalo calls timeout with 1:52 to go until the halftime break. 2nd and 4 for the Steelers. Here we go. Ball at the 17. Oh, Steve with the super chat. All right, he's getting his money's worth. Rudolph pass. Complete. Close to a first down. Close to a first down. Let's see what they rule here. I think that will be a first. 1:47 to go till halftime. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Type those ones. Ball at the 13-yard line. And there's a run. That's Warren that time. Going to get a positive pickup there. 2nd down coming up. So, Trizzy, let's get to Steve's super chat here. Steve with a $5 super chat. Bang! Says Harbaugh interviewed with the Chargers today. That he did. And Steve, I got to say, I like the idea of Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert together. That, to me, makes a ton of sense. Could see that happening. Steve, appreciate the super chat. Got a hand grenade coming from Trizzy. I now got to call my Steeler fan dad. We called Steve, Trace's dad, Steve the ref earlier, and he gave us a great replay review. And he was right. Called it from the toilet, too, by the way. Now, after this play, I'll give my dad a call and check in with him. 2nd and 7. Rudolph pass. Complete. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And the Steelers are in it. Deontay Johnson with a touchdown score, and we got a ball game in Buffalo tonight. Spam TD. Spam TD. How about that? Spam TD in the chat. The Steelers are in it. Extra point attempt coming up. Second career postseason touchdown for Johnson. And the PAT's up and good. All right, I'll call my father now. All right, here, let's see if he picks up. Hey, Dad, how about that touchdown? Oh, it dropped. Call dropped. You got to love technology. Oh, here we go. Hey, Dad.
You there?
I'm here. How about that touchdown?
That's much needed. My goodness.
Yeah, they needed that badly.
Turnovers are killing us, man.
Oh, yeah, big time. Big time.
Interception in the end zone is a 50-50 thing. It's a bad decision by the quarterback to throw it and then not throw it far enough outside, and bad execution by the receiver to not come back, because if you don't come back towards the quarterback, then the defender can cross it in front of you and have a chance for that.
Yeah. So
anyhow.
So funny enough, I said the next super chat that comes in, I would call my dad the Steeler fan. So they wanted to hear our audience wanted to hear directly from you after that touchdown. So.
Oh, very good. So are we talking now?
Yeah, you're live right now. Yeah.
Outstanding. Well, I tell you what, they've got a good shot to do something, because they get a stop here, and then they do something to start the second half. Then suddenly Buffalo can be back on their heels. Make a run against the home team gets nervous.
If they would have got a touchdown instead of that pick in the end zone from Rudolph, this is a whole different ball game.
Completely. And then you've got the stupid fumble by George Pickens.
Yeah.
And Pickens has to do better. You know, he's made noise during the season saying, I want the ball, and they give him the ball in the big game, and he fumbles it early. Am I right?
Yeah. But we had some shade in the chat about Deontay Johnson before that touchdown. People were asking if he's mid or a bust now.
Not at all. Deontay can get against anyone. They just have to have a little bit better play design and call his number at the right time. Same thing with Freiermuth.
Yeah.
He's primed to be an excellent tight end. You saw him on that play where he took the ball and got the first down by getting physical. He's got some skills.
Okay. All right. What's your prediction? The Steelers going to pull this out?
I want to say yes, but I'm going to say they come up about 3 points short. I think they're going to give them a great run and put some spook in the home team. And
okay.
But I'll say the Bills will hang on.
Okay. All right. Stay by your phone. We might check back in later. We checked in with Trace's dad, who's a ref, and he gave us the replay review. So we might check back with you on the Steelers later. So.
Very good. Hopefully we can get a stop right now and get another score before half.
All right. 3rd and 5. Type those threes.
There you go.
All right. Spam Charlie in the chat.
Shout out Charlie. Charlie.
Spam Charlie in the chat. I got to say, my father, I was a little surprised, maybe it's because it was after touchdown, sounded very level-headed for being down 21-7. Very calm. But it's not an Oklahoma game, so a little different. There's a sack. That's what the Steelers needed right there. Royal Paxson says Charlie the GOAT. Much appreciated. Charlie and Steve making appearances in this first half. You got to love it. 2nd and 17 for Buffalo. 20 seconds till half. I think they're just going to let this go to half now. Seven seconds. 4 seconds. And they blow it dead. Second and 17, 2 seconds on the clock. Looks like a timeout call to Buffalo. Will have one more play before the half. Shout out your city. Where are you guys watching from? So John Wayne is not only watching from my hometown in Broken Arrow. He says that's the name of his dad. Now that's a little freaky.
Now it's weird.
Because my dad told me I was his only son. Now I'm wondering, are we related, John Wayne?
Did Charlie keep a secret?
Do you know something I don't? Or is this something we both don't know? Shout out your city. I got Mamba in Fresno, Council in Baltimore, Benjamin in Centralia, Steve in Atlanta. Oh, no, Royal Paxton saying y'all brothers. Here's the kneel down, and that'll take us to the half. Buffalo leads 21-7. Steelers getting points before the half, and we still have a ball game as we head to half number 2 in Buffalo. 21-7. Buffalo will receive the second half kickoff. Stick around. We'll be back with half number 2 on the other side. You're watching the AFC Wild Card, Super Wild Card Weekend, live on NFL Daily by Chat Sports. This should say 7 on your halftime stat. We will step aside, take a break. Me and Trizzy will be back with half number 2. You will not want to go anywhere. Stick around right here on NFL Daily.
Good catch. Yeah, it's
Second half about to get underway. The Bills leading the Steelers 21-7. Tyler Jones, Trizzy Trace here with you. Thanks for hanging out with us on the channel. Who do you got in half number 2? B for Bills, S for Steelers. Let us know in the chat as we are about to get rolling here for the second half. Bills will get the football first. And in case you're just joining us, the Bills marched on down pretty easily with 2 straight scores to open up the football game, 14-0. Steelers had a chance to make it a 14-7 game. Mason Rudolph throws an interception to the end zone. Bills go down all the way to make it 21-0. Steelers answer to get on the board. And now they're looking to get a stop and a touchdown. They're right back in this football game if they can do so here. Kick goes out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball at the 25-yard line. That is where the Bills will start for their first possession of half number 2. Trizzy, I know that it looks like the Bills dominated with that 21-7 score, but honestly, I feel like this game is closer than what the score indicates.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the fact that the Steelers got things rolling late, their defense started to make some stops late in that half, and their offense is starting to get rolling, so I think the second half could actually be a little bit more interesting. Get your popcorn out, as Lane Kiffin would say.
Get your popcorn out. I'm opening up another Happy Dad. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Allen, pass, incomplete. And that's through the hands of his tight end, Dawson Knox. 2nd and 10 coming up. Knox took a couple steps. That was close to being a fumble. But it looks like he was still bobbling it at the time. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball to 25, 4 wide. 1 back in the backfield. Allen takes the snap, pumps once, and he's brought down. Sack. The Steeler defense comes through. Spam sack. And now we got 3rd and very long for Buffalo. On this next play. Let's see what happens here. 3rd and 17. 14-15 to go in the third. 3rd and 17. Allen steps back, pass, complete. And not a lot of running room there for Murray. He's going to be well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. Type those 4s. So the Steelers get the 3 and out they wanted. Now they're about to get the football back and have to capitalize on this one right here when the defense does its job. The offense got to do theirs.
Points here from Pittsburgh makes this a very interesting game.
4th and 8. There's the punt. Fielded at the 28. Past the 35 to about the 41-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Where are you watching from? We're coming at you from our Chat Sports studios in a very frigid Dallas, Texas here on this Monday afternoon. Jonesy and Trizzy here with you. Conditions in Buffalo, not great. Very cold up there, but much better than they were yesterday when it snowed 7 inches. There was a travel ban at one point up there, but things look a lot better. The stands still have a lot of snow that they didn't quite clear out before kickoff. They tried, but there was so much that they couldn't get to all of it. Trizzy, I'll say this. The conditions are a lot better than what I anticipated.
Yeah, I figured there would still be snow coming down. I figured there would be a really bad wind. I figured that there would be a lot bigger impacts from the weather than we've seen already. It's been pretty mild. I mean, Josh Allen has thrown the ball 23 times.
Right.
Mason Rudolph's thrown the ball 16 times. Like, these coaches aren't afraid to hit the air, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Where are
you watching
shout-outs?
Yeah.
Fresno from Mamba Legend. Ty Man's watching at his house in the Buckeye State. Tacoma, Washington from Ken. Nice.
Good to see you, Ken.
Nice. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up icon, like this video. If you haven't already, when we get to 150 likes, I'm taking a shot.
Me too.
We're
20 more.
20 away.
20
more
away.
likes.
Like the video.
Elkin, North Carolina from Danny Finns fan.
Elkin. Good to see you, Danny Finns fan.
I know Elkin, Arkansas.
Bob says, in my room. That's where I'm watching. Well, Bob,
Nice.
there's worse places you could be.
You could be in my room watching. That'd be bad.
That would not be good.
You could be in my little brother's room. I'd have a problem with that.
Yeah?
He's in college. He has a mullet. You might not want to hang out with him. He's really loud.
Is he still working at the meat market?
Nah, well, I mean, in the winter breaks, during breaks, yeah, but he only did it for 2 days this week, or this winter break. 'cause
Okay.
He was traveling a bunch or something. I don't know. He don't want to work. He's lazy.
Where are you watching from? Let's see. Got Mamba in Fresno. Ty Man's at his house. Ken's in Tacoma. Bob says, beer is all I need.
Yep.
No cold. Ain't that right? Here we go, William, in your neck of the woods.
Denard, Arkansas. Nice.
Jay Livingston in Brooklyn. Good to see you, Jay. Troy at work. Hopefully you get off work soon, my guy. First and 10 for Pittsburgh. Good field position at the 40.
Feels like 3 degrees on the field.
Oh. Penalty, going to be an extra 5 yards. I think it's a false start at Pittsburgh.
Beep, 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 beep.
Back him up.
Hasn't been a ton of penalties this game. Only a couple.
So, first and 15 now.
First and 15 for Rudolph.
Here we go. Play action. Rudolph. Pass. Complete. First down. Mason Rudolph across midfield. Deontay Johnson with a big grab, and the Steelers are moving the football. Type those ones. How about that? That's exactly what Pittsburgh needed.
Yep. And one of their players is down. Bernard. Deontay Johnson, 2 catches, 29 yards, and a touchdown. He's made big plays when he's gotten the ball.
Yeah, he has. Bernard of Buffalo down right now. Wide open. Johnson very easily. Like, good route there. And an injury timeout, 13-10 to go in the third, 21-7. PrizePicks?
Yep.
Let's tell you about today's sponsor. That is PrizePicks. PrizePicks, the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. You choose 2 or more players on any given category. Get the choice of more or less, whether you're talking fantasy points, passing yards, receiving yards, rushing yards. You can mix and match different leagues. The NFL, NBA, college football, NHL, MLB, and more. And today on PrizePicks, Trizzy's picks. Trizzy rolling with more rushing yards, 23.5 on Jaylen Warren. Less than 226.5 passing yards on Josh Allen. Let's say I throw $20 down on this. You could win $60 with this entry on PrizePicks. Trizzy, where are we at on our PrizePicks right now?
So right now, Josh Allen has 155 passing yards. Jaylen Warren, 27 rushing yards. So we're halfway there, ladies and gentlemen. As Bon Jovi would say, whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa,
we're living on a prayer.
And my prayer is PrizePicks.
Praying for PrizePicks.
Oh, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Plug in that promo code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. PrizePicks is daily fantasy sports made easy.
Tracy just put it in the chat, so you have no excuse not to be able to find that link and play along on PrizePicks. First down for Pittsburgh. Sub it up. We're live for every single playoff game here on NFL Daily by Chat Sports, bringing you daily news and rumors. It's like it's in our name or something. We also have live shows a couple days a week, watch parties, Q&A mailbags, and more. If you love the National Football League, you need to subscribe. Spend the wheel of subs. Make this number go up. If you're watching right now and you want to know how can I get in the chat, Well, if you subscribe, you can get in the chat and interact with everybody else as we're watching this game together here on this Monday afternoon. Sublink, go into the chat right now. Subscribe now for free and help us reach our next milestone. 352,000 subscribers here on NFL Daily. Pittsburgh, across midfield, down 21-7. 13 minutes to go in the third quarter. Trying to make this a one-possession game as Bernard is carted off the field. You never like to see that. And if we know anything, that Bill's medical staff is very good at their job.
Ankle.
Yikes. Nasty turn to the ankle there. Trace, did you ever have any bad injuries when you played football?
I tore some ligaments in my foot, and then I shifted a growth plate in my elbow, but I did that playing basketball.
Okay.
So I didn't really have any. Most major injury I had, I broke my collarbone when I was a kid, falling off my bed.
Okay.
I was sleeping, and I rolled off my bed and broke my collarbone.
I never had a major injury.
I didn't either. My brother broke his nose, but he had a very slight concussion that my parents found out about a year ago, and he's been done with football for 2 years now.
Oh.
So that's pretty funny.
Imagine
Concussion
that.
isn't, but the fact that my brother hid that from my parents is that's a business decision.
Nice job, bro.
Way to go, Ty.
Ty Gerard, the legend. Royal Paxton tore an ACL playing rugby.
Yeah, my brother played rugby too. Rugby's a tough sport, man.
1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Ball at the 46-yard line. Rudolph under center. Rudolph steps back. Pass. Almost intercepted.
Oh. That was the one you wanted if you're Buffalo.
Ooh.
That would have been the second pick for Kyrie Elam.
So 2nd and 10 coming up after that incompletion. It looked like Pickens just slipped on the turf. And Elam almost had his second pick of the game. 2nd and 10. Rudolph, 9 of 18, 121 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Rudolph takes the snap. Pass complete, first down. George Pickens and the Steelers are inside field goal range. Type those ones. Type those ones. A big play for the Steelers offense to keep the drive alive. One moment they almost throw an interception. The next moment it's a first down.
Yeah.
$12-10 to go in the third. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Rudolph under center. Man in motion. Ball at the 34. And a flag is down. Going to be a pre-snap penalty. Looks like a false start on the offense. That will back up Pittsburgh 5 yards, and we'll have a 1st and 15. Darnell Washington, the tight end, called for the false start.
That's a guy who haven't seen a ton from this year, it feels like.
No.
I liked him coming out of Georgia, too.
Yeah. Played alongside Brock Bowers.
Yep. Brock Bowers is so good.
Yeah, Brock Bowers is very good. He's going to be a top 10 pick.
Yeah, no doubt.
1st and 15, under 12 to go in the third. Ball at the 41. Now the Steelers outside field goal range. Rudolph pass complete. And a good pickup that time on first down. And that's for Muth again. Second down coming up. You get a touchdown here, this is a whole different ball game.
Yep. I honestly, I want the Bills to win, but I want a touchdown, keep this game interesting.
Yeah. 2nd and 5. Ball to 29. Pistol formation. Rudolph Going to hand it off up the gut. That's Warren on the carry, and he's got a first down for the Steelers. Type those ones. And a good run by Jaylen Warren. I want to see more of Warren than Najee Harris. I feel like he's got the hot hand today.
Yeah, I feel like in the playoffs you got to play the hot hand. Don't overthink it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
10:20 to go in the third. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Ball at the 23-yard line. Rudolph going to hand it again. They go to Najee Harris, and he is stuffed at the line. Imagine that.
Wow. I bet if they give Jaylen Warren the ball, he has a good run.
Right. Jay Livingston says, is this a Bills or Steelers broadcast? We're keeping it neutral. We are rooting for a good game. That is the only thing we're rooting for today, is a good game. Second and 9 for Pittsburgh. And there's a run to Harris again. Nowhere to go. What did I tell you? Mike Tomlin, why aren't you listening to me? Why aren't you listening to me? Run the ball with Jaylen Warren. Get Najee Harris out of here. Get him out of here. 3rd down. Type those threes. 3rd and 9. 9:15 to go in the third. Ball to 22. Pittsburgh needs a big play right here. 4 wide. Rudolph takes the snap. Pass. Intended for Pickens, and that's incomplete. That will bring up 4th down. Jackson on the coverage. And that will bring on the field goal unit for Pittsburgh.
Mason Rudolph's pocket movement is like cinder blocks on the ground. He doesn't move at all.
Yeah. He's very stiff.
Very.
Boswell on for the field goal attempt. Has never missed a field goal in the playoffs. 40-yarder. Up. And good. And I did not jinx him. 21-10. 8:50 to go in the third. Steelers still down by 2 scores. Sum it up. We're live for every single playoff game here on Chat Sports' main channel. Later on tonight, Tom Downey, Chris Daughtry, they are going to take over and be live for Eagles and Bucks here on the channel tonight, so don't miss out on that. Subscribe now and join us for every single playoff game. Eagles and Bucks tonight. Trizzy, let's talk about that game for a moment here. I think Tom and Chris got a good game on their hands tonight. I know neither team is playing that great. Mm-hmm. But you have 2 good quarterbacks in Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield. The Bucks are at home. I'm leaning towards Buffalo tonight. I think this could be a Baker Mayfield legacy game where he goes off for about 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, this could be a game that Baker Mayfield goes nuts at. The Eagles' defense stinks. They give up a lot of passing yards. They give up a lot of touchdowns. They're not great in the red zone. Whereas the Buccaneers, they won their division. It feels like it's 2 different teams. One team kind of backpedaled their way into the postseason with a 1-5 record down the stretch. And then the Bucks, who were pretty hot in December, played some good football. Not good games against the Saints or the Panthers, but they're a better team. They're healthier. And the Eagles, I think, are overrated. So I think the Bucks are going to win this one too. Yeah. Who do y'all think? Bucks or Eagles?
Who do you got? Type T for Tampa, type P for Philadelphia, and get your predictions in the chat tonight. I'll say this. I think whoever wins is getting eliminated next week.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's see. Ty Man's going with Philadelphia. Caesar's going with the Eagles.
We're 250 subs away from 352K, by the way.
If everybody subs to the channel right now, we'll get to 352K.
Yeah. There's 250 watching. if everyone subs. We hit it.
Simple as that. Subscribe now. But Tom and Chris, they'll have a good time tonight. So make sure and join them this evening for that right here on NFL Daily by CBS Sports. 8:50 to go in the third. Bills about to get the football back down 21-10. Andy Isabella on for the kick return. Former second-round pick. I remember our old friend Will Scott was a big fan of his.
Whose?
Andy Isabella.
Oh, yeah.
I talked to Willie Finns last night, actually.
Did you?
He's doing very well.
Good.
Yes. All right. 1st and 10 for Buffalo, ball at the 25-yard line. What's going to happen this drive? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt? Give me your predictions in the chat. As we have 8:50 to go in the third. And this is going to be a handoff. Cook on the carry. And he's got a first down. Type those ones. Type those ones. Buffalo with a first down. Trizzy, we haven't seen much from Buffalo's offense in a while.
No, I mean, they had the late, what was it, punt? Yeah, they punted it late, and then Steelers took a good amount of clock off on that first drive. I mean, we're already at 8:50 in the third quarter. They took off over 6 minutes of clock on them. 10 carries, 56 yards for James Cook, by the way.
1st and 10. Cook on the carry again. And a solid pickup. About 6 yards that time. You know, there was a lot of talk in this offseason that the Bills needed to upgrade that running back position, that they needed to find a running back to go along with Cook.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say, Cook, he's no superstar, but he's been good enough to carry the load.
He's been, I mean, sometimes you don't need to make additions if they're good enough. Like,
go spend money elsewhere.
Yeah.
2nd and 5. Back to Cook again and gets about 4 yards. 3rd down coming up. Type
Every
those threes.
time James Cook carries the ball, I think it's Dalvin Cook. I'm not kidding.
I mean, they're brothers.
Yeah. But every single time, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's Dalvin. And they're like, no, it's not. That's James. That's Jimothy.
And they go right back to the line. Did it get there? I think he's going to be short. Yeah, they roll him short. 4th down. Type those 4s. Turn those 3s to 4s.
4th and inches.
I'd go for it.
Or 4th and 1, go.
Go for it.
It's playoffs. Can't hold anything back.
All right, 4th and 1. They go tush push. Did he get there? Second effort. I think he got it. Initially, he was stopped, but got the second effort. That's going to be first down Buffalo. Type those ones.
Josh Allen is so fun to watch play football, man.
Yeah, initially, he didn't get it. And then he got dragged across.
He wasn't even on his feet.
No.
The pile moved him.
I mean, honestly, they could have blown it dead and said he lost progress. First down, Buffalo. Drive continues. Cook on the carry. Loses a couple yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Steelers defense making them earn everything. This is a much better effort than we saw in the first half from this defense. Second and 9. 5:15 to go in the third. Ball at the 46-yard line. 4 wide for Buffalo. Allen takes the snap. Pass complete. And that's a first down for the Bills. They keep the
throw.
drive alive. Another good pass. Kincaid on the reception. Type those ones.
Do that on a laser.
Yeah. Kincaid, 3 catches, 59 yards, a touchdown. Allen, 17 of 24, 165 yards, and a couple touchdown passes. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. 4:25 to go in the third. Handoff to Cook. Cook gets about a yard or two. Rebuild says Kincaid is so underrated. I like what I've seen from Dalton Kincaid out of Utah. He's looked really good. You had Dawson Knox there. This is a really good 1-2 tight end punch. Man down for Buffalo. Trace, I didn't see who it is. Did you see?
I didn't see.
Okay.
McGovern.
What's the final score going to be? Right now, it's 21-10 Bills. With 4 minutes to go in the third. Who wins? What's the final score going to be? We still got a ball game on our hands, folks. Far from over at this juncture, at this point in time. Get your predictions in the chat right now. Mamba says, Bills win 42-17. So Danny brings up an interesting point. He says the best duo in the league is Likely and Andrews. And Danny, I'll say this. Rodney's got 31-24 Steelers. As somebody that watches the Ravens every single week, this is my observation on that. Yes, Andrews and Likely are both very, very good. But Likely never plays well when he has to share playing time with Mark Andrews. Every time we've seen Isaiah Likely play well, it's been when Mark Andrews is out of the lineup. I think John Harbaugh, Todd Monken, smart staff there in Baltimore, they got to find a way for both of them to play well when they're on the field together. So, yes, statistically speaking, Trace, Danny's got a good point. That might be the best 1-2 combo. But I have yet to see the two of them perform well together. You look at Buffalo, their situation, Knox and Kincaid, they got to figure it out. They can perform well together, be on the field in 12 personnel at the same time.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean that the combination of Likely and Andrews isn't a good one.
Right.
It's just saying, if you can get them to coexist together on the field and be a good 1-2 punch on the field, then you also have Stephon Diggs, and you also have Deontay Hardy. I mean, you got a good amount of players on, or pass catchers ready to roll on Buffalo. If Baltimore can get both of those guys to be dominant pass catchers on the field at the same time, they have nothing but weapons as well.
Right. So that's where, Danny, I think is an important distinction when comparing those two tight end rooms on that point. Rebuild says, not filling a 40 burger. That ain't happened. Yeah, I'd be surprised. There'd have to be some big turnovers down the stretch here. We'll see. Get your predictions in. What's the final score going to be? Who wins between Bills and Steelers? 2nd 9, 4:10 to go in the third quarter. Bills with the football. They're driving. I don't know what he's talking about. 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go in the third. Ball to 42. 4 wide for Buffalo. Allen takes the snap. Pass. Through his hands. Incomplete. Ty Johnson, the intended receiver that time. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Type those threes.
It's 3rd down.
Is this 4-down territory for Buffalo?
I think it is.
3rd and 9.
You've gone for it on 4th already. I feel like if you do it once,
And you're
have to do
just
it
a
again.
little outside field goal range. 3rd and 9. Type those threes. Ball to 42. Buffalo trying to convert. Keep the drive alive. Allen pumps once. Rolls to his right. On the run. Pass.
Wow!
Complete. What a pass from Josh Allen to to Stephon Diggs to keep the drive alive. Type those ones. And a man down for Pittsburgh. What a pass from Josh Allen on the run. Finds Diggs open and keeps the drive alive. A huge play.
Across the body throw. Goodness gracious.
The rookie Joey Porter Jr. is down out of Penn State, the son of the legendary Joey Porter. And they got multiple trainers on the field looking at him right now. That play was Josh Allen in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to extend plays. He's very hard to tackle. He's good with his legs. Can throw the ball on the move, off platform, across his body. Like, those are the kind of plays that'll win you a football game.
Absolutely.
Those right there win you football games.
That was huge. That was huge. Keeps the drive alive. And the Bills will have a 1st and 10. We'll see about Joey Porter Jr.'s status in just a moment. Bills leading this one. Third quarter, you're watching NFL Daily's live coverage of the NFL Super Wild Card Weekend. If you're going to miss football, like the video. I already miss college football.
I do too.
Now we only have a few more weeks left of the NFL season. If you're going to miss it, like the video.
Single-digit games left.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's sad.
Trizzy, what's been your favorite moment of the NFL season?
There's been some good ones, man. Favorite moments? I mean, the Sean Payton drama has been great. It's been very entertaining. Whenever he went after Robert Salah, that was pretty wild. I think the Joe Flacco run was pretty cool. I think the Tommy DeVito thing was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just been one that I didn't like is Taylor Swift. I hated that one. And then another one I didn't like was the Chargers fan on that Thursday night game. Still feel like she's a plant.
Oh, she's definitely a plant.
Still was a plant.
My favorite moment may have been yesterday. The Cowboys getting beat as bad as they did in the wild card round.
Oh!
Pass to the end zone, incomplete.
Way to
Intended that time for Kincaid. Rodney says just the story of the Detroit Lions.
No doubt. That's a good one.
Last night was big. I'm of the belief most of the time, Trace, the better story is in the loser's locker room. Like, that was definitely the case. Cowboys game yesterday. Sorry, Jordan Love. But last night was one of the rare exceptions where the better story was the Lions, not the Rams.
Yeah. Well, also, Danny Finn's fan, when Miami put up 70, that was a good one.
That was. And then they only put up 7 this week. 2nd and 10, nowhere to go for Cook that time. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Type those threes.
Jekyll and Hyde offense in Miami.
Yeah.
It's 3rd down.
3rd and 12. Third and 12. Type those threes. Bills try to keep the drive alive, both the 31-yard line. Allen takes the snap. Pass complete.
Oh.
And gets about 4, maybe 5 yards. Murray on the reception there. It's going to bring up 4th down. Turn those threes into 4s.
Latavius Murray. That's a name that's been around the league for a while.
Yeah.
What team hasn't he played for? Feels like he's bounced around a lot.
Let's play a game. Let's play who he played for, Trace. I'm going to quiz you right now.
I know he played for New Orleans.
Hold on. Let me pull up the list. As the Tyler Bass is on for a field goal attempt. 4th and 7. Field goal up and good. Bills extend the lead. 24-10, 13-point ball game, 1:32 to go. Still a 2-possession game as we have just over 90 seconds remaining here in the third. Spam 3, field goal good, spam 3. All right. So he has played for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Who we played for? We're going to quiz Trace. How many teams has Latavius Murray, or what teams has he played for? You already named the Saints. We know the Bills because he's here.
Okay.
Who are the other 4 teams, Trizzy?
I remember him in a Raiders uniform.
Correct.
I want to say I remember him in a Vikings.
Correct.
Was there another purple? Is he
So
a
you
Raven?
got 2 more. You've got 4
Was
out
he
of
a
6.
Raven?
Yes. 5 out of 6. 1 more. 1 more for Trizzy.
Ugh.
What is the other
last one's
team
gonna kill me.
Latavius Murray played for?
Broncos?
Yes.
No way!
6 for 6.
No way!
Trizzy goes 6 for 6.
Let's go!
Trizzy knows ball.
Let's go!
Spam Trizzy.
Oh my
Spam
gosh.
Trizzy.
I was like, I swear
On
I thought I
every
remembered
guess,
Murray.
Trizzy goes 6 for 6.
Let's go!
How about that?
That's lit. That is lit.
That's good. Spam Trizzy in the chat. 6 for 6 on who we play for. He knows ball.
Thanks, Christian.
So the timeline on that, by the way, he was with the Oakland Raiders from 2013 to 2016, the Minnesota Vikings 2017-2018, New Orleans Saints 2019 to 2020, Baltimore Ravens 2021, back to the Saints in 2022,
Yep.
then the Broncos in 2022, and now the Bills from 2023 to present.
Gotta love that. $1:32 left in the third quarter.
Here we go. Steelers with the football. 1st and 10. Rudolph. Ball to 25. Takes the snap. Pass complete.
Nice tackle.
And loss of a couple of yards there. Williams on the tackle. 2nd down coming up. Yeah, real good tackle. 2nd and 11. My favorite when it comes to guessing of who he played for is Fitzmagic.
That's a good one. Because he played for a lot of teams.
All right, I got the list. You want to take a smack at this?
Let's do it.
All right, Trissy. Who did Ryan Fitzpatrick play for? There was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams.
9? Okay.
Chat, don't give Trace any answers.
So, Bills.
That's 1.
Didn't he have 2 stints with them? I think he had 2 stints.
Just 1 stint.
Just
with
1?
Bills.
Okay. I remember him as a Buck and
That's
as
2.
a Jet.
3.
Trying to remember what other jerseys I've seen.
Who all
Dude.
has Ryan Fitzmagic played for? We have
played
named
for so
3
many.
teams out of the 9 so far, trying to see who Trizzy could come up with. 2nd 11 for Pittsburgh while Trizzy's thinking here. Rudolph steps back. Pass. Incomplete. 3rd down. Type those 3s.
I'm trying to think.
You got the Bills,
Got the Jets.
the Jets.
Oh, he was a Redskin or Washington Commander or whatever.
Football team.
He was a football team.
He
player.
was a football teamer. There you go. All right. And you named the Bucks.
Where did he play his rookie year?
So you're over halfway. As we got 3rd and 11. Type those 3s.
It wasn't a Los Angeles Ram. Did he play for them in St. Louis?
Yes.
No way.
Okay. Hold on. We'll reset here in just a second. 3rd and 11. Rudolph on the run. Pass.
Wow.
Complete. 1st down. Rudolph
Wow.
with a big pass. Complete. Finds George Pickens. A huge play. Type those 1s. Type those 1s.
That's crazy.
What a
throw.
play.
Great catch, too, by Pickens.
All right.
He was a Dolphin one year. I remember that. Did he play?
Yep.
Did he also play for Jacksonville?
Okay, that's the first one you've gotten wrong. Not Jackson.
Okay, not Jacksonville.
No,
No, he's a Titan. That was the AFC
You got
South.
Titan, yes.
He was a Titan.
You're down to 2 more teams, Trace.
2 more?
Pickens on the run. 1st down. Pickens again.
Wow.
George Pickens, the 2nd-year pro out of Georgia. making huge plays in this playoff game. That will do it for the third quarter. Buffalo leads 24-10. Steelers are driving across midfield. Fourth quarter, hold up those fours. Hold up those fours. Type 4. Type 4. I'm shouting out everybody in the chat that spams 4. Fourth quarter. Clear eyes, full hearts.
Can't lose.
Fourth quarter. Brody, Christian, Mamba, Danny, Cristiano, Brody, Cristiano, Mamba, Ron, Cristiano. Spam the fours. Fourth quarter. Rodney, Cristiano, Sissy, rebuild, William, Brody, rebuild, Brody, Jason, Brody. Fourth quarter. Hold up those fours. Last game of the year. Can't hold anything back now. Danny, Cristiano, Mamba, Danny, Rodney, Cristiano. There we go. Chat's fired up. Fourth quarter, baby. All right. So, we've been quizzing Trizzy to see how many teams he could guess that Ryan Fitzpatrick has played for. We need 2 more teams. So far, Trizzy has gotten the Rams, the Bills, Titans, Jets, Bucks, Dolphins, and Washington. Actually, I take that back. 3 more.
There's 3 more? Okay.
3 more teams.
I'm trying to remember before and after, like, some quarterbacks that stuck around for a while. Andy Dalton. I feel like Fitzpatrick was a Bengal.
He was.
He was a Bengal.
There's another.
2
more for Trizzy. 2 more.
Oh, my God. He was a Houston Texan.
Yes!
He was a Houston
Yes,
Texan.
he was.
He was a Houston Texans legend.
1 more for Trizzy. 1 more. One
Okay.
more team. This
Not
answer, I'll
Pittsburgh.
say this, wasn't long. Just 1 season at this
One
more
season?
team.
Oh. Okay, we did Miami. We've done Buffalo.
Chat, I'm not going to let Trizzy look, but can the chat guess? Trizzy's not looking at the chat, but does the chat know what that one other team we have left of where Fitzmagic played for?
My laptop's over here. I have to keep one eye open to see the
Yes, yes.
screen, but
He's not looking.
who's the last team?
I'm going to tell you, chat, you don't have the right answer. The last team we need on this list for Trizzy.
He wasn't a Cowboy or anything.
No, it wasn't a Cowboy. First and 10. And that's Warren on the carry.
Not a Raven. Not a Niner. Not a Seahawk. Not a. We already did Rams. Not a Cardinal. Cowboys, Eagles, Commanders, Giants.
2nd and 5 for Pittsburgh.
I'm trying to think of the other team.
Chat, you don't have the answer right. So it doesn't matter if Trizzy looks in the chat because the answer is not there.
Was it?
2nd and 5. 4 wide. Rudolph going to keep it himself, and he slides. Got a first down. Type those ones. The chat, you're not right. No one in the chat has this right.
I might be busted. I don't know. I'm
going to give the chat one more chance. See if they can figure out who this
I
team is.
can't think of it.
Here's what Trizzy's gotten so far. Rams, Bengals, Bills, Titans, Jets, Bucks, Dolphins, Washington. We need 1 more. Chat, who is the one missing team that Fitzmagic played for? 1st and 10. Steelers going 5 wide here. Rudolph pass. Complete. Johnson's got a first down. Type those ones. Inside the PrizePicks red zone. Go to prizepicks.com/SteelitS. I'll go over the teams again on this Fitzmagic thing, folks. Rams, Bengals, Bills, Titans, Jets, Bucks, Dolphins, Washington. Who is the one missing team of who Fitzmagic played for? No one has guessed it yet. And it's not what the chat is saying right now. 1st and 10 inside the PrizePicks red zone. And Harris going to get a few yards. Oh, there it is. Rebuild got it. Texans.
Oh, my goodness. How'd I forget them?
Texans was the one team. We named them all. Texans and say Titans. Yep. You guys got it.
Boom.
Very good. 2nd and 7. Ball to 17. Rudolph. Going to the end zone.
Oh!
Incomplete.
Did they throw ice from the stands into the end zone?
I don't know what that was.
You saw that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did they throw a snowball or ice in there? Hold on, let's
3rd
see.
and 7. Let's see. They throwing snowballs in Buffalo? What are we doing throwing snowballs? This isn't Philly.
This ain't Santa. Buffalo.
3rd and 7. Type those threes.
Never change, Bills fans.
3rd and 7. Rudolph takes the snap. Pass. Complete. Trying to get upfield. He's close. Did he get there? I think he got the first. Deontay Johnson on the catch. 1st and goal. Type those ones.
Man, Pittsburgh really making a push here.
You get a touchdown here, you're back right in it.
This is wild. One possession game if they score here.
Johnson,
oh my gosh.
4 catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown. You can't settle for 3. You got to go for a touchdown here. Ball at the 9-yard line. And that's Harris on the carry. Gets a few yards.
Najee just doesn't look as explosive.
No, they need to stop giving the ball to Najee. Start giving the ball to Jalen Warren. Najee doesn't have it today. Second and goal.
If you
Under
want
11 to go.
If you want a touchdown, type me. If you want a touchdown, type me.
Type me for a TD. Second and goal. Rudolph pass, complete, touchdown, Steelers! And we got a one-possession game. Calvin Austin with the reception, and the Steelers are in it. Spam TD! Spam TD! Calvin Austin with his first catch of the night. And we got a ball game, folks. How about that? 12 plays, 75 yards in 6 minutes. Extra point attempt on its way, up and good. And here come the Pittsburgh Steelers. Flag down. I saw somebody throw a flag. It may have just been a fan. Okay, here we go. Here's the flag. Let's see the flag, and then we'll do praise.
Yeah.
See what the flag is. It's going to be an after-the-play penalty. The ref wearing a ski mask, looking like he's about to rob a bank. I wouldn't trust Carl Cheffers around my local bank. Unnecessary roughness called on Dan Moore, the tackle. They'll apply it to the kickoff. The PAT try is still good. 24-17, Bills lead after the Steelers touchdown. Let's tell you about today's sponsor. That's PrizePicks. PrizePicks, a place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. Choose 2 or more players in any given category. Get the choice of more or less. whether you're talking fantasy points, passing yards, receiving yards, rushing yards, and more. And you can choose different categories: the NFL, NBA, college football, NHL, MLB, and more. And today on PrizePicks, we're rolling with Trizzy's picks. Trizzy going with more than 23.5 rushing yards for Jaylen Warren. We have hit that. Also going with Josh Allen to have less than 226.5 passing yards. The less is holding on right now as we enter the fourth quarter. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS for a $100 deposit match. Link in the comments and description of today's video. Going in the chat right now. PrizePicks, proud partner of NFL Daily and Chat Sports. Trizzy, how are we feeling about those PrizePicks? We need the Steelers defense to come through to hold your PrizePicks.
Yeah, I really, really need the Steelers defense to step up here. That being said, if Josh Allen just hands the ball off a bunch, we also are okay. He has 181 yards right now. Jaylen Warren is at 38, so he's locked his number in. But who knows? Josh Allen could maybe make something happen here. That'd be pretty wild.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's get a like driver in.
Yeah, let's like the video.
We said when we got to 150, we'd be taking a shot.
If you're pumped up for the Super Bowl, like the video.
Like it up. 11 more likes. Me and Trizzy are getting the fireball out and taking a shot. If you're excited for Super Bowl 58, if you want your team to be playing in Super Bowl 58, do your part, send some good vibes the direction, and like the video. Super Bowl 58 coming up next month from Viva Las Vegas.
Welcome to Las Vegas.
I love me some Vegas. And you would love it even more if your team gets there. Like the video if you're ready for the Super Bowl and send some good vibes your team's direction. 9 likes away from 150. Let us know in the chat when you like the video as well. We'll shout you out as we're on pace to reach that mark. 9 more. 9 more is all we need. And I will get to 200 here on today's show. 24-17. Bills with the lead, about to get the football back. Rodney liked the video. Thank you, Rodney. Clayton says, let's go Steelers. 9 more likes away from 150. Keep on liking the video, everybody. Augustine says, new here. Good to see you, Augustine. There's a kick, filled it at the 10. Fell down on the return. And taken out to about the 30-yard line.
We're 5 likes away from 150. Let's get
5
there.
more. Rebuild says, my team already choked yesterday, but I liked it anyway. Much appreciated, Rebuild. Better luck next year. I'm going to assume Rebuild's a Cowboy fan.
I would assume so, yeah. There wasn't any choke jobs really outside of Dallas.
Right. Like, they were clearly the better team on paper yesterday. Yeah, Rebuild is a Cowboy fan. 4 likes away from 150. Like the video. Allen, play action. 1st and 10. Go it deep. And they're going to call defensive pass interference.
Yeah, you can't tackle a
Kincaid
player
got tackled.
in the middle of your route. Miles Jack. Muy no bueno.
Miles Jack's going to be like 100 years old now. He's been around a minute. How old is Miles Jack?
Has he just been Pittsburgh and Jacksonville?
Yeah, brief stint in Philly.
Yeah. Forgot he did do Philly for a
He's
bit.
only 28. I would have thought Miles Jack was at least 32.
Yeah. Feels like we've been talking about Miles Jack for a long time.
But I remember him being a superstar at UCLA, so that kind of adds, I guess, to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to call that every time.
You can't argue that. That's a penalty if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, and Rebuild's right. He tackled him.
Yeah, you can't do that. Doesn't matter how far out of bounds it is.
Even if you wanted to call that uncatchable, that'd be defensive holding.
Yeah. At the bare minimum, it's a penalty at least.
They're taking a minute here on this. Yeah, they call defensive holding. Not DPI, but defensive holding.
That's the right call. That's the right call.
Yeah. Can't do that. 3 likes away from 150.
Come on.
Like it up. Me and Trizzy were taking shots when we get to 150.
Wow. 4 penalties for 30 yards for Pittsburgh this half. They went 0 for 0 in the first.
1st and 10 for Buffalo. Ball at the 35. Cook on the carry. Gets about 8 yards there. If you're Pittsburgh, though, like, you much rather take defensive holding than DPI.
No doubt. No doubt.
There's 150.
Boom!
I'll pour you up one, Trace.
There you go, brother.
So, Buffalo keeps the drive moving.
Appreciate you, boss.
Of course. 2nd and 1. Under 10 to play. Cook on the carry. Up the gut. And he's got a first down. Type those ones. Cheers.
Oh, delicious.
Oh, yes. Fireball.
Second hit.
America's finest.
America's finest.
On this Martin Luther King Day.
We're drinking the finest for the finest.
Do you think MLK would have been a fireball guy?
Yes. He had a fiery personality. Yes.
That's true. It's a great point.
When he spoke, he was spitting fire, so yes.
1st and 10 at the 47. Allen going to keep it himself. He's got a first down. Past the 40. Another good run by Josh Allen. Type those ones. Well, Trizzy, the run game might save your prize picks after.
Honestly, it might, and I'm okay with it. When Allen aired it out deep on that holding call, I was getting a little nervous.
Oh, that's good.
Steve Simmons, one of our Super Chat legends, still hanging out with us. Shout out to you, brother.
Steve, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out, my guy. 1st and 10, ball at the 40. Play action, pass, complete. And Diggs going to get about 6 yards on the reception. 2nd and 5 coming up.
7 catches for 52 yards from Diggs today. Goodness.
Yeah, Diggs had a good day. 7.4 yards of reception. By the way, one thing I've said throughout the day, like, you know, that they need to give Jalen Warren more carries and less carries for Najee Harris. You compare the yards per carry. Mm-hmm. Najee right now, 3.1 yards per carry, 12 carries, 37 yards. Jalen Warren, 5.4 yards per carry.
Wow.
Only 7 carries for 38 yards, though. Allen going to keep it himself.
Oh, that should be a late hit.
Oh, that late hit? There's
there
the flag. Yeah. That's a good call.
That's going to start a scrap.
When he slides, you can't do that. Miles Jack picking up costly penalties, hurting this Steelers defense on this drive here. Yeah, you can't do that.
I will say, he does try and kind of pull up, but you're already diving. How do you, don't dive into him?
Miles Jack has cost this team a lot of yards this drive.
And a lot of first downs.
Yeah, if you're a Steeler fan, you can't be happy with Miles Jack right now. Because both penalties were good calls. It's just dumb mistakes by Miles Jack.
Yeah, this is ugly.
1st and 10 for Buffalo. 7:30 to go. They're trying to put this game on ice. Inside the PrizePicks red zone. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS for a $100 deposit match. Here's a run. Cook again. Gets about 2 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 9. 7 minutes to go. Cook, 18 carries, 78 yards. He's had a solid day on the ground. leading the Bills in rushing. They've also had 8 carries and 74 yards and a rushing touchdown from Josh Allen as well. 2nd and 9 for Buffalo inside the PrizePicks red zone. 6:45 to play. They'll line up 4 wide. Cook in the backfield. Allen takes the snap. Pass complete. Makes one man miss. Still going. Got a first down and more.
Oh, my goodness.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. And the Bills take a 2-possession lead late in the 4th quarter.
What a run.
What a job by the Bills offense. 17-yard score.
Are you loving this, Petey?
Spam TD. Spam TD in the chat.
James is pumped. Mamba Legend's pumped. Christian's pumped. Or Cristiano, excuse me.
I mean, he could have been down 20 yards ago.
And he broke the tackle, kept the feet moving. Great run by Khalil Shakir.
Shakir's the real deal.
Rebuild, what a tutty. Steve Simmons, Cristiano, rebuild, Jonathan.
Bills with 4 touchdowns by 4 different players. Extra point attempt, up and good. 31-17, Bills lead, 6:27 to go in the final quarter. Steelers about to get the football back, down 2 scores. I love what I've seen from the Bills offense today.
It's been so good. The Bills offense, and even whenever they started facing some adversity and had a couple 3-and-outs, a couple punts, they kept it moving. They stayed steadfast. They managed to keep the ball going in the positive direction and make plays when they needed to. Taking advantage of mistakes by Pittsburgh, those dumb penalties by Miles Jack. Unforgivable, to be honest. Good stuff from Josh Allen so far.
And they kept your PrizePicks alive.
And my PrizePicks is still alive.
Running the football. That's how it's done, my friends.
That'd be sick if it stayed alive.
That'd be great if it hits. We'll continue to track that. 6:27 left in the ball game. Buffalo up 31-17. Pittsburgh about to get the football back as they'll try to get back in this football game. Reminder, stick around. When we're done, we'll have Monday Night Football tonight. Eagles, Buccaneers, live from Tampa Bay. A battle of 2 former Oklahoma quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts, with the right to go to the divisional round. Both teams not playing their best football right now. The Eagles could be playing for their coach's job, potentially. We'll see how that plays out. Tom Downey, Chris Daughtry, they'll have you covered coming up later on tonight after this one, right here on NFL Daily. Sub it up and make sure to join us tonight for that. And then we'll be live for every playoff game throughout the rest of the playoffs. Whether it's me or Tom, Matthew Peterson, Harrison Graham, one of us will be on this channel for every single playoff game. So you might as well sub right now so you make sure and join us for every single playoff game here on our main Chat Sports NFL channel as we have you covered. Want to go back to the Super Chat menu?
Let's do it.
I want to see if we get one more Super Chat before the end of the night. Any Super Chat gets you a shout-out. $5 will talk about your team. I don't care if you're a Bills fan, Steelers fan, Saints fan, whatever it may be. We'll talk about your team for $5 Super Chat. $10 Super Chat, give you a little beer cheers. $20, take a shot. $50 will get out the beer bong. $sign next to the chat box if you want to contribute, be a part of tonight's show, and support the work we're doing here on NFL Daily by Chat Sports. $sign next to the chat box if you'd like to contribute. Bills about to kick off. 6:27 to go. And that's going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. Bills will get the ball at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. If things hold as is, The Bills will face the Kansas City Chiefs next week at home, while the Ravens will face the Houston Texans at home, with the right to go to the AFC title game. 1st and 10. And nowhere to go in that time. That carry by Jalen Warren. 2nd and 10 coming up. Leonard Floyd on the tackle. Leonard Floyd's had an interesting career. Started with the Chicago Bears, didn't really play to his full potential. Goes to the LA Rams, really just took off. And now we've seen him have a good year with Buffalo. 2nd and 10, Rudolph pass, complete. And that's going to be about a 7-yard gain. 3rd down coming up. Type those threes. Third down. Timeout called. Got a super chat coming in. Rebuild with a $5 super chat. Bang! Lord Buddy Bear also in the house as well. We'll get to Lord Buddy Bear in a moment. Let's start with Rebuild. Says, easy Cowboy fan, but I want Detroit to make a deep run. Dan Campbell is coach of the year in my mind. Rebuild, with every $5 super chat, we talk about your team. Since you're rooting for the Lions, we've actually talked a lot about the Cowboys today, so I'll talk about Detroit here. You got an emotional win. You got that playoff win off your back. Now I feel like, Trizzy, you can just play football now if you're Detroit. Now that you've got that monkey off your back, handle your business.
No distractions.
And next week's just a normal football game.
No distractions. Just handle your business like you said. Go in, go home. Get your job done.
I like that position for Detroit. I think they're in great shape to get to the NFC Championship. 3rd and 3, then we'll get to Lord Buddy Bear super chat. 3rd and 3. Walty 32. Rudolph takes the snap. Pass complete to Warren. He's got nowhere to go. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 3 for Pittsburgh. Lord Buddy Bear with a $2 super chat. Good to see you, Lord Buddy Bear. Says, go Raiders. What up, Trizzy, Trace, and Tyler Jones? Always a pleasure. Anytime, Trizzy, the great Lord Buddy Bear, chimes in on a stream. Always appreciate when he's here with us. 4th and 3. Last chance for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Type those 4s. 4:58 to go. And we got a timeout called. Timeout called by Buffalo. So it all comes down to this. Last chance for the Pittsburgh Steelers to keep their playoff hopes and their season alive. They desperately need to convert here on this 4th and 3. Rudolph, 18 of 30, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns, interception today. Rudolph has played very well since taking over for Mitch Trubisky. Here we go. 4th and 3. Type those 4s. Rudolph. Pass. Batted away. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. And the Bills will take over. Spam LFG. Bills will take over with great field position. And that will almost wrap it up, as the Bills are less than 5 minutes away from moving on to the divisional round to face the Kansas City Chiefs at home next week for what will be the first ever road playoff game for Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. Trace, 2 of the best quarterbacks in football. If that holds, we get that matchup next week. It'd be a hell of a game.
It's going to be another battle for the ages between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, man. George Pickens throwing his helmet on the sideline. He's not happy.
Yeah. So 1st and 10. 4:50 to go in the 4th quarter. Handoff. And a couple of yards gained that time. Mahomes and Allen, we know both are going to put on a show. The Bills, historically speaking, they beat the Chiefs about every time in the regular season. Oh, got away with a little hold there on that fourth down. And Pickens is mad at officials for not calling that. Can't really blame him. 2nd and 7 coming up. Clock continuing to run. Ball to 29. And this is going to be another run. And he's got a first down. They're not going to knock him out of bounds. Clock will stop. First down, Bills. Type those ones. You look at that matchup potentially next week. I think the thing that intrigues me about that Kansas City team is that their defense has carried them throughout the season. And that defense looked so good last week against Miami. Can they keep that up? Can the Chiefs find their way to Vegas, the Super Bowl in Vegas, being carried by their defense? That's the question I think on everybody's mind, Trace. 1st and 10, nowhere to go there. Under 4 to play now. Timeout called by Pittsburgh. 2nd and 10, 3:57 to go. Don't forget, stick around when we are done. We'll be live here on the channel for Eagles and Bucks. Tom Downing, Chris Daughtry, and the gang, they will take things over for that game coming up right here on our main Chat Sports channel tonight once we are done. Subscribe now and stick around for that once we are done with this one. If you're excited for Super Bowl 58, hit the like button. 2nd and 10. Another run. And a first down for the Bills inside the goal line. No, got it all done. Unless somebody wants to fill in the gaps. Okay. Then we're good then. So. First and goal. Ball at the 9-yard line. And stop behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Loss of a yard that time. Cam Hayward on the tackle. Rebuild saying it might be a 40-burger. Take a lot to get to that point. They're 9 away from that. They'd need another score after this and a 2-point conversion. James says, where's your boot? Hate to break it to you, James, but when you're at $22 in Super Chats, you're not anywhere close to boot territory. Unless you want to drop 300 on me right now, there is no boots happening anytime soon. Another run. 3rd and goal coming up, and is that going to be another timeout? Yes, timeout Pittsburgh. 2:24 to go. 3rd and goal coming up. Pittsburgh now out of timeouts, and they'll have the 2-minute warning after this play. James, we're always prepared, but you guys got to bring your ammo.
We have a boot that's full outside right now.
Yes.
In the bullpen, we have a full boot that's just waiting for a $300 Super Chat at all times.
Yeah, we get 300. Yeah, we can get the boot out, but that doesn't look like that's happening today. So 3rd and goal for Buffalo, ball at the 9-yard line. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Another run. And back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to take us to 4th down in the field goal unit for Buffalo. Trace, I really like what I've seen from this Buffalo team today.
Yeah, this is a team that, like we've talked about earlier, they are not the same team as they were before they fired Ken Dorsey.
Yes.
This is a very different team. This is a very good team. And this is an offense that, let's call it how it is kind of having their way with the Steelers defense. 4 different players with touchdowns.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and one thing that was talked about today, if the Steelers were going to have a chance in this football game, they needed to force Josh Allen into turnovers. Hasn't happened. 21 of 30, 203 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, 8 carries, 74 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Josh Allen not only has played great, both running and passing, he's taking care of the football. He's not turning it over. You had to get turnovers if you were going to beat this Bills team.
Yep. And unfortunately, that is not something that Pittsburgh did.
I'll say this, talking about the Steelers for a second. This is a team that fired their OC. Both these teams actually fired their OCs about halfway through the year. In Matt Canada. Kenny Pickett wasn't playing well. They go to Trubisky. He wasn't playing well. They go to Mason Rudolph, and he just provided a spark for this team. And they played really good football towards the end of this year. The playoffs at one point were nowhere even near the radar for this Steelers team, and they rallied to get to this point and put up a fight against this Bills team. Wasn't a lack of effort by any means. 10 wins, another successful year for Mike Tomlin. If you're a Steeler fan, I know it's frustrating. It's been years since you've won a playoff game. But this team still surpassed expectations of what many thought they were going to be this year.
Every year, the Steelers somehow manage to find a way to get a winning record. Doesn't matter what obstacles they have to climb through. So, one thing you have to say, or one question you have to ask yourself if you're a Pittsburgh fan is, do you want to get rid of the person who's kept things in order despite some really good and some really bad situations?
Yeah.
I think Tomlin's back next year.
Tomlin's definitely back next year. One thing that surprised me this coaching cycle so far is that none of these coaches got traded. Vrabel got fired straight up. Belichick, they released him from his contract and said, hey, out of respect for you, you choose where you want to go. Tomlin, I think it's interesting for Pittsburgh if they don't improve next year, and if they're all in on doing a full-on rebuild, then I could see next year where Pittsburgh's in a position where they say, you know what, let's go ahead and trade Mike Tomlin and try to get some picks to help out the rebuild.
Oh, he missed it.
Missed the field goal. Okay. Missed the chip shot. Yeah, I think if you're Pittsburgh, if you don't get what you want next year, a trade involving Mike Tomlin could be in the works. Missed that one. That was a little wonky. Bass was just wide left. Did that get tipped? So 1st and 10, Pittsburgh now. Down 2 scores. 2 minutes to go. See if they can get something going here. Laces out, Dan. Rudolph takes the snap pass. Complete, gets about 5 yards. 2nd down coming up. Clock running. Pittsburgh without any timeouts remaining. Ball to 25. Rudolph pass. Complete. Stays in bounds. That's Najee Harris with the reception. And clock continues to run. Under 90 seconds to go. 1st and 10. Ball at the 34. Rudolph pass. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Don't forget when we're done here, Bucks, Eagles, live here on NFL Daily. Tom Downey, Chris Daughtry. They'll have coverage of that one once this game concludes, right here on NFL Daily. Don't miss out on that. Meanwhile, you can catch yours truly every day on Seahawks Today, as well as Ravens Rundown, with the latest in those teams. 2nd and 10 for Pittsburgh. Rudolph pass, incomplete. Trizzy does a great job with our Saints channel. And Trizzy, very interesting offseason for your Saints. What's going on there?
Yeah, so the Saints, they are not going to be on a head coaching search. They are not going to be in a quarterback search, but they'll be looking for a new offensive coordinator. Could trade Marshawn Lattimore, could trade Alvin Kamara. There's a lot of things that could be happening down in the Bayou, so if you want to stay updated, hit us up at Saints Now by Chat Sports.
Yeah.
And also, hit up Tyler Jones on Ravens Rundown in Seahawks Today. They put the two best on the channel today for a reason.
Hey, always a great time when I get to work with Trizzy.
This is the A-team here.
Absolutely.
We don't leave work early like Patrick Seatman.
I didn't say it. First down, Steelers. Rudolph with a nice gain there. Clock continues to roll. Type those ones. And there's a spike. Second and 10 coming up. 52 seconds to go.
Honestly, great point by Rebuild. What the Bills have done after starting 6-6 is damn impressive.
This team looked like frauds at one point in the season. And quite frankly, they were. But they turned it around. 2nd and 10, Rudolph. Under pressure. Gets the pass off, incomplete, 3rd down. 45 seconds to go. Flag down. Roughing the passer called. So that'll be 15 free yards for Pittsburgh. Ed Oliver called for the penalty. I got to say, folks, before we sign off here in a little bit, thanks for being here. We're going to be live for every playoff game on this channel. But what a pleasure it was to have Charlie and Steve, our fathers, our dads, check in.
Dads.
Steve coming through with an elite replay review.
He really called that shit. It was crazy.
From his toilet.
From the toilet, from the throne.
And he had to do it based on what he could see from your FaceTime, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He wasn't watching the game. I was FaceTiming him, and that's what he saw. But shout out to Charlie, too. I mean, he's having to watch his tough game, but he kept his spirits high.
This is a tough day for Charlie, seeing his team get eliminated. But he was still optimistic.
He was.
Still kept a good attitude.
He's a fan that you want to have a beer with.
I mean, when my own father takes a call when his team's down, much respect.
Shout out Charlie. Shout out
Charlie.
Steve.
Charlie, Steve. Spam Charlie in the chat. Spam Steve in the chat.
Woohoo!
Flag down, 20 seconds to go. What now? What do we got now, folks? Are these refs getting paid by the penalty? Illegal substitution. What are we doing?
Dude, come on.
We don't care.
Like, honest question, dude. Like, teams, does anything happen with that penalty other than just wasting our time? Like, does the NFL make money because they committed a penalty or something? No.
Nobody loves Carl Cheffers more than Carl Cheffers. That dude loves some screen time.
He loves hearing himself talk.
Yes. Second and 10 for Pittsburgh. Can we just take this game out back and put it out of its misery already? Rudolph going deep to the end zone, incomplete. Right? 3rd and 10. Quentin says, I'm a Carolina Panther fan. What would you do to fix the thing if you could?
Move the team to Canada.
Where do I start? You need a new head coach. You need a new GM. You need some draft picks. You gave that up to Chicago. I'd get a new owner.
New uniforms, new logo, new
team name, everything.
New city.
I mean, even the nachos in Carolina are gross.
Yeah, it's bad.
I mean, you go to a Panthers game, you ask for nachos. And those ain't jalapenos. Those are pickles on those nachos. Game over. Buffalo wins 31-17. They will face the Kansas City Chiefs at home next week in the divisional round. The Steelers season is over. We are signing off. We are done. Trizzy Trace, I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. Stick around for Bucks and Eagles. Tom Downey and crew will take it away. So long. Have a great night, everybody.